chat. Oop, I need to do streamer stuff. I forgot. I need to open stuff that supports the stream. Well, I guess I better get on that one. Reaper, already open. Okay, social stream, streamer bot. I started to no longer start those on computer startup because I'm a filthy degen. Extremely drunk woman drives wrong way on the interstate, backs to the soothing sounds of Forkknife. Yeah, I can do that. That sounds cozy. That actually sounds absolutely lovely. Let's fucking go. How are you all? I hope you all are well. Hello, my outstanding chat. I hope you all are well. Indeed. Merry fucking Christmas, bro. I don't celebrate holidays, but I want you to if you want to. So, Merry fucking Christmas, motherfuckers. Anyways, Forkknife. I'm gonna play some Forkknife. Also, your mom said I can have your bubby. She said that she's coming over to my house and that I'm supposed to put the dam in before she gets here because she's impatient and about ready to rip me open. That's what your mom said about your grandmother, so I don't know. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. Here we go. Boop. I'm gonna have to pull the audio for this video down soon, but I have no idea when soon is. It just feels ominous. It's a Goku. The sound of police sirens while I'm dancing with a lovely Mandalorian wearing cozy boots in Fortnite. Just, it hits right. I don't know. It feels good. I like it. Wouldn't trade it. I love that you can actually at least do a trick while surfing in Fortnite now. It's been way too long. We spent a long time unable to do this. Like a bunch of plebeian scum. Well, I just made myself recoil back in the chair from the volume. I kind of noticed that YouTube was turned down to nothing, and very quickly decimated myself.
Open the door!
Way to go, me. Way to go.
Go off the other side. Hey, go off the other side. Go off the other side. Come out. 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 You almost hit the hell out of it.
No, I know.
Got it, because I'm an iPad, so I'm gonna take it.
No, the circle.
Relax, relax. Face the car, face the car.
That never hit me in my life.
What happened?
The circle of the car. Like whenever I tried to like.
The circle of the car?
No, like whenever I tried to.
Remember 2 1 time, you can clear the air.
She's just mad because I met her bubby. Did unholy things. That's why she's speeding. Trying to get her to my house.
No, my trip car. The car was not working on the other side.
Hey Baker, can you block this next lane next to us?
I'm so sorry. My car was not flipping to the other side. Whenever I flipped the car, whenever I flipped the entire like engine, the whole engine would not, like the whole thing would not stop.
Oh
It
hey,
would not stop.
motherfucker joined
It
the
was
party.
like one breaker.
Woot woot.
At least.
Do you realize that you're going the wrong way on the interstate?
On this interstate?
Yeah, do you see all these lights coming towards us? Look,
Yeah,
look straight ahead.
No, I do.
Right.
Babe, I do.
So you're
No,
going,
I promise
you're
I
going
do.
the wrong way on the interstate.
No.
Yes, you were. That's why I wrecked
This car?
you. Yes, you were going the wrong way.
I'm so sorry.
Free
That has
guns,
never happened
also
in my
known
life.
as Scrap
We have
One Daddy.
Ever been out on this road on one easy street. This has never happened to us. I'm so
Relax.
sorry. I'm generally, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Wash your hands.
Yeah.
I have no idea. With this specific area.
They think I might be, maybe they thought I was running to get away. I was just running to reposition. Like, I just had to cause more death. That's kind of the thing.
I've been there for like a good hour and a half. I was talking to this girl that I've only been there for like one time. Sorry, I'm getting emotional now because like it's crazy. I feel so bad for her and everybody else, but like
Okay, so
my husband's driving me home. It's just
what do
really
you mean? You were
upset.
driving home.
No, he's driving us home.
You were just driving.
No. I was driving. I was like I was in the passenger seat. But
Hey, is there anyone else in that car?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else in the car.
No, okay, maybe not that specific clear, but there was like me and my husband were in one car. We are
Okay.
not in that clearing car. We are all the way down there. He's driving us home. We are.
Did she just call it a clearing car? Her and her husband were not, and I quote, in that clearing car? I must be dumb as piss, honestly. Some shit just happened, and I don't know if I comprehend. I would rewind it, but like me trying to understand drunk bitch is like me trying to understand someone who's like not me and shares no similar values to myself. So I'm just not gonna do it, honestly. I think she said clearing car. I'm sticking to it because it's funnier. And
Like saving at one bar for me to just talk to him, and then we're going to the spooky where we were. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, what are we thinking? What do you want to do with me tonight? I met a couple friends at the bar and they just like, I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to be that person, but like,
Where'd you get the wristband from? Where'd you get the wristband?
oh, that's a spooky like right here.
Okay.
But I went around the corner to get cash from the castle.
Okay.
And that's where I met my friends. So I'm like,
So you didn't realize that you were driving the wrong way on the interstate?
no, I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You were driving the wrong way on the interstate.
No, like,
And you wouldn't listen. You wouldn't stop. I was in front of you with my emergency lights on. You didn't stop. I had to turn around and we had to wreck you to get you to stop.
Right here?
Yes, that's why.
On this road, right here?
Yes. You didn't realize you're going the wrong way?
she doesn't even
Like
understand
the
that they're
headlights coming at
talking
you
to
or like a
her.
sign?
I saw the headlight. I will say that I saw lights, and the fact that lights like woke me up.
On the interstate, it's not good, yeah.
I know.
Okay.
But do you want me to? Do you want to give me a ticket? I will pay it. I will give you.
I got you. So real quick, as part of field sobriety,
I understand, and I understand the whole full sobriety. I understand. I'm sorry.
So as far as
Like, when I was itty bitty, and when I say itty bitty, I mean my 20s. When I was in my 20s, when I was but a young thing, I would like knock back moonshine with my one friend all the time. And I was never this fucking incapacitated trying to function. Like, if anything, like, I had a lot of fun because, like, you know, first off, didn't piss off law enforcement. Secondly, they could, like, they thought it was funny that I never seemed drunk, so it's a really bad measure if I don't even, like, appear drunk to the people that need to see if you're fucked up. But also, I can't drive, so who the fuck cares? But lastly, I can do all the sobriety test things even if I were sloshed. So watching her, unable to watch her own mouth, unable to watch her own tongue, unable to carry herself but an inch, is so fucking funny, bro. Like, I can't get enough of this. Like, she's tragically fucked up. And it's all her fault. I don't know why it's her fault, but probably she can't handle her shit. I think that's the reason, is she can't handle her shit. And it's kind of sad, but it's kind of fucking funny. Like, holy fuck, bro. So, just so we're clear, my scathe is from the position of a bitch that doesn't actually get fucking tipsy. Or at least noticeably tipsy. And also thinks it's a waste, because, like, why would I pay money to do something that, like, I would even pregame before this, like, going to events, bro? Like, and it just never hit me. Especially like this. So to see her this fucked up, this sloshed, this unable to function in society, it's like, bro, you were getting, bro, if you were more fucked over and unfucking able than a gal who honestly can't fucking drive, what are we doing? And why are you like this? This has to be a bot.
I understand the whole field sobriety. I understand the people behind me, behind the people that started this, behind all of it, and I get it. If you want me to do that, I will do that.
Okay.
But
as far as field
can
sobriety,
you give me like half a second, not even a full second, like take a second to like catch my breath, you know.
Okay, so as far as field sobriety, I'd like to check your eyes, okay?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, turn face me. I just don't want the interstate to bother you. So with your feet together and then your hands by your side touching your thighs. You wear glasses or contacts?
I'm wearing glasses, but I don't have them with me right now.
No
I'm
contacts?
not driving home, so I don't have my glasses with me.
Okay.
That's all I can say is he has my glasses. I don't have.
Okay. Do you see a doctor?
Does she not know that if you are prescribed glasses and you are unable to drive functionally because you don't have your glasses, that you're still fucking up on the law? Does she not get this? Like, does she not understand the bare minimum of shit that you have to wear your glasses if you're prescribed glasses when you're driving?
Okay.
That's sad.
Okay, so with your feet together and then your hands by your side touching your thighs. You see a tip of my pen? Oh, what color is it?
It's red.
Yep. So what I want you to do is I'm going to move it back and forth several times. I want you to follow it with your eyes without moving your head, okay? Okay?
Like, I'd say poor gal, but, like, she brought this on herself. Driving fucked up is disgusting behavior, and it's kind of pathetic.
Just keep following that red light for me.
Poor judgment gal, not poor gal. Poor judgment gal. That one actually works. Someone will have to say, Your Honor, my client makes poor fucking judgment calls. If you give her but one more chance, she'll make more.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the next exercise we do, it's a walking turn. Here, come like right.
So sorry.
Come like right over here.
Can I explain to you as quick as
Sure, go ahead.
I'm so sorry to you.
It's okay. So,
It's not about them, but I feel so sorry
What's
to you.
your step? What's your step?
Because I already knew that you were
Yeah.
better than them. Oh, I'm so sorry.
okay, so see this straight yellow line right here? That's what we're gonna use, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put you in a starting position, and then I'll explain the whole exercise. I'll even demonstrate it, and then I'll ask you if you have any questions, okay? So, are you comfortable?
One second before I do. You're okay. Take a deep breath, okay?
If I can't use it, no one can use it. Mine
Take a deep
or
breath.
no one's. I will break these Slurpco shits. They're mine now. No one else gets them if I can't.
Okay, are you comfortable walking in those boots?
I'm just really upset. It sucks.
I got you. 66.
I'm a grown adult from Plant City High School. Like, you can't.
I got you. Are you comfortable walking in those boots?
Bro, is that a Skyrim tattoo? Like, I just glanced back over. Does she have a fucking Skyrim tattoo? Somebody check the fucking docket. She might actually be cool. Maybe makes horrible choices. Terrible fucking choices. But Skyrim tattoo? That's kind of fucking cool. That's pretty dope. I respect that. Nothing else that she's done. But I can respect that in isolation, you know?
Okay. So I want you to put your left foot on that yellow line. Then your right foot in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe. Yeah, and hands by your side, touching your thighs. Yep, so I want you to stand just like that. I don't want you to move or begin until I tell you to start, okay? So, when I tell you to begin, you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps down this line. Then you'll do a turn, I'll show you how to do it. And then you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps back. The whole time you're gonna be looking at your feet. You count each step out loud, keeping your hands by your side. And when you start walking, you don't stop till you're done. So, I'll demonstrate it for you. So when I tell you to begin, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth till you reach 9.
I thought I saw
Once you
like
reach 9,
active
you keep
camo
this
type
front
stuff.
foot planted.
I did not.
Your back foot comes off the line, and with a series of small steps, you turn around and take 9 steps the exact same way. 1, 2, 3. So on and so forth till you reach 9. Okay, do you have any questions about it? Okay, well if you don't have any questions, if you understand the instructions, you can begin whenever you're ready. 66 foot vertical. Hands by your side.
I just flipped into the ground and
Come on, right back
teleported.
over here for me.
Are we fucking...
Right back where that.
Are we in-game high?
Yeah, you tell me. You just tell me when you're done.
I guess I have mine. I can go.
Okay, no, if you're done here, come right over here. No, like right back to where we were.
Yeah, I just swear to this.
Okay.
No, I can't drive. I know I can drive us to where we were.
Okay, here, come like right back over here for me. So the next exercise you do, it's a one-leg stand. So, yeah, so feet together, hands by your side.
Can I wait until we're ready for the jig?
What's
or
that?
do I have to pick it up now?
Well, no, I'll explain the whole thing. I'll demonstrate it, and then I'll ask you if you have any questions, okay?
That would be great.
So I tell you to begin, you're going to pick a foot, doesn't matter which one, your right foot or your left foot. And you're going to raise it about 6 inches off the ground, like the head of a Coke can.
Yeah.
You're going to keep your foot parallel to the ground, so your toes not pointing down, not pointing up, parallel to the ground. You're going to keep both legs straight, your hands
Good on
by
them,
your
though.
side.
I did miss a couple shotgun shots, and their health was at 71, so I could have pulled through better, but I can respect that. I can definitely respect that.
So forth, until I tell you to stop. So I'll demonstrate it for you. When I tell you to begin, you're going to go 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, so on and so forth, until I tell you to stop. Both legs straight, hands by your side. Your foot's parallel to the ground, so your toes not pointing down.
I even say GG when we're doing invasions in Souls games, even if they can't hear me. But Dark Souls 3, I do have voice chat enabled just in case.
I gotcha. Okay, well, if you don't have any questions, you understand the instructions. Yep. You can begin whenever you're ready. Yep. Feet done. Hands by your side. And looking at your foot. Counting out loud. Hands by your sides, touching your thighs. Hands touching your thighs. All right, you can stop. Yep, so go back to that starting position for me. Real quick, I'll kind of explain what's going on.
You're 100%. Okay, I get it.
6, 8, 2, 10, 15, one time. Okay, so you are being placed under arrest for DUI.
Oh my gosh, if I end up not doing no build, like good old zero build, best gaming mode ever, but when I go outside of it and I just like go scrap up against people that think they can build, I just like get to, I don't give a fuck what you're building. I'm gonna come through with a gun and just think about shooting you. And it is so fucking funny because the things you can do to a person trying to build themselves out of a bitch with a gun is fucking hilarious.
Alright, I'm gonna go right over here to the back to my hunt. No, just 1 to 15, signal 1.
Do you have anything that's on you that's gonna stab me?
No, can you make sure that my address, 901 Chilman, metric stop.
Do you have any drugs on you?
No, I just
Do you
want my...
have, no, hold on. Let me get through my stuff and then we'll get through your stuff, okay?
The Kim Kardashian skin is 1,200 V-Bucks, I think. It's bananas. It's fucking bananas, bro. It's fucking bananas. It's wild, bro. It's fucking wild. Yo.
Drugs on you?
No.
Do you have any weapons on
No.
you? Okay, I'm gonna do a search of your person.
Go ahead.
Listen. If there's something on you, don't tell me about
Nothing.
it. And it goes to the jail.
Nothing.
It's a felony.
There's
so you know.
nothing.
I gotta get this
I know,
deal.
I know.
Okay.
There's nothing.
Okay, nothing in your bro?
You can touch whatever you want.
Well, I'm only gonna do what I need to do, okay?
I know. Yeah, okay. But I promise.
Is there anything inside your bra?
Nothing. Nothing. No. Nothing. There's nothing in my bra. There's nothing in my purse. There's nothing in my nothing. He had my purse and he took it away. So it's okay. So long as I know that.
Will this fall down if this comes off?
No. That's the biggest part. No, that should be okay.
Okay. Do you have anything in your bottoms?
Nothing
that I
in my
can't get to?
pockets. Nothing.
What about your boots?
No, not even my pockets.
Okay.
No, I have nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I have nothing. If you guys can tell Steven Torres to message me at the patients, or he's who I live with.
I got you. Here.
He's the only person
You
who
wanna go on
can
that
talk to me.
Here, come over here.
Wait, are you telling me random drunk woman scared off everyone in her life aside from one person? and she's now dependent on that one person. Oh my gosh, I could never have seen this coming. Holy Godiva chocolate, bro. Y'all, I mixed bro and y'all. Brawl? Yeah, exactly. That's fucking wild. To believe, to be-fucking leave.
Yeah, it'll open.
On the seat right here, that's what you have. Okay, so listen, when we do get to the jail, I'm going to ask you to provide a sample of your breath, okay?
My breath.
Yeah, I'm asking you to do a breath test, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Nothing. You know, my mom knows where I am right now, right? She knows exactly
I see a car.
where I am right now. She's in
Well,
Florida,
that's how we're going. Free car.
Where we are right now. She's telling them where I'm voting. It's the funniest. She's voting Republican for people like y'all right now with my phone. It's so crazy. And they're telling me what you want to hear, and like I don't care. Like I've never cared. Whatever you want to hear. Like my mom is saying that right now with my phone, with my body. Like it's crazy. You don't have to arrest people to do this. Like she would let you do it with no fields. If you go to Plant City High School right now, she will give you my passcode with the whole fight. You can have the fight. You can have all of it. You can have it. I don't care. All of you can have it. And I promise you, I would let it release right now. Mind you, I would have let it release before that. If you want the device, you can have the device. I don't care. You can have the whole device. I don't care about whatever this thing is on me.
I got rocked so early.
My mom is a nurse. I would not do this if I didn't need it. Anything. I'm so sorry. This is insane. I will pay
I bet the mkay skin gets you killed faster, because that's what I do.
thousands in her bank account right now. Please don't make me do this right now. It fucking hurts. And can pay thousands right now of cash. I don't care. I'm so sorry. My family's working here right now at Lakeland Regional Health Center. They would not
I don't
be
think
open
homie knows
without
how much of a
this
chaos
dynamic
sea I
people. They
made.
would not be wasting their time, I promise you. They care about who you people are. My mom is one of y'all, and I will whatever I do to make you love me. God. I promise that. So much pain.
Okay, that is definitely not a Skyrim tattoo. So I take away all of my points for being cool. I mean, I'm dead, I can at least look at the video now. So anyways, I'll bring it on screen so it's bigger, but I'm not gonna remove the other one for a second, you're just stuck. I thought this was a Skyrim tattoo, it's clearly not. To be honest, it looks either like a person in a parka standing next to like another person in a parka, or a bull, or it's the Bulls logo, or alternatively it might actually be a swastika, I can't tell. I guess this is what I get for diving into something, and before I even get weapons, I decide I want to kill someone. And then the next thing I did was just die, because I had to go retrieve weapons. and deal with people at the same time like some kind of dumbass. But I can accept, it's happening again. The bloodlust is taking me. I can't help it. I can't fucking help it. That's a good teammate. They just made sure their teammate's good.
Please tell me.
That's what's
Because
up.
I'm ready
Big
to
respect.
fight
Big respect.
now.
Holy shit, she is mauling out so hard. Bro.
Calendar. Because I feel like shit and I'm ready to die. I can't do this. I'm not one of you guys. This shit makes me feel so f***ing scared.
Alright, go on and hop on out for me.
I need you to take one out for me so I can take this all out for all of us.
Okay.
Because I'm about to hit this shit like it's my job. I need you to unhand us.
I will hang on.
Do whatever you want to do. I will go to jail and get shot. Whatever.
2 breath samples, and the result was a 0.19 BCA and 0.202 BCA.
You're okay.
Rookie numbers.
You're gonna be okay here, kid. Come on, where you going? No, you gotta come this way. Come on, stop. Come on. You're gonna get another charge.
Failing early.
Thank you. No, I'm saying you're about to get charged
Oh, you're
with resisting.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Who?
You know who Steven is, right?
I don't know about Steven.
Well, hey, that sounds so.
So like when I would drink when I was like but a wee thing of the age of like 20s or whatever, I'd hang out with officers sometimes, and a lot, and like one time I asked them to please like test me to see if I was like what my blood alcohol level was. I was walking everywhere. There was no need to. I just asked because it was fun to me. And so I'm pretty sure that like I'm pretty sure it's a miracle I'm alive. Anyways, I need to timestamp this next video. How long into the stream? Just kind of guessing about 32 minutes. Okay, cool beans. We will not be tolerating such things like them rolling away. I understand they're trying to roll me into their teammate, but what they don't understand is I am like absolutely here to just give them a rough time. So whatever they're trying to do, that's cute. Anytime I reposition, it's not really because I'm a fraidy cat, it's because I'm a murderer in a video game.
She is no longer working as a healthcare professional, which would give her a steady paycheck every 2 weeks. Instead, according to Frogan's most recent videos, even a few days ago, she was talking about how much money she was making, almost as if she was arrogant about it. So she makes some income from her subscribers, Twitch live streaming, that's obvious. She also makes some income doing work for Hassan, as a moderator or as somebody who comes up with ideas for the live streams, kind of like a Hassan employee or a vendor. I guess a vendor would.
Like, if she's bringing up ideas for Mr. Piker to use in his content, I guess that is, like, the most in line with the phrase content creator. Like, it's not for her, it's just, like, a product that she supplies. Feedback is definitely a way to consider that, too. Yeah, definitely feedback. Defers feedback. Absolutely feedback. Because everyone likes to remark on how Frogan looks like she likes to eat, but no one ever calls her the feedback, and I'm gonna call her the feedback now too. That sounds amazing. I'm sticking with it.
Would be more accurate description. So she is getting paid by her son. She says her son is paying her well, which doesn't really jive with the fact that she's always constantly begging for money, but there's the paradox, right? And in addition, we have other people that she works with. She says she does work with them on their videos and live streams. So this is an individual who probably does not have a full-time job in terms of health insurance, 401k, and so on, who hired an attorney who is a very small-time attorney. So I've been on his website, I've researched him, I've looked at the cases that he has been in. It's good for a one-person attorney, but it's not a law firm with multiple attorneys. It's not a huge. You hang your shingle, and you open the door for business.
Checking map.
It's one of those type of lawyers.
There we go. About there.
Imagine you or him. So he's probably living. He's not living lavishly like big law, or a corporate attorney. He's living basically client to client as well, and I've had that experience when I first started my law firm. And you hear one of your clients, and again, you probably have advised your client, please don't speak, talk about her financial situation, and you learn that she doesn't have much money. Now, what do lawyers love more than anything? Money. And I, as a lawyer, will speak to it because I've been to law school. Many of my friends are lawyers. They're not going to work for free. You are really, really depending on how much money you have. You can.
Sorry, I had to do the time travel thing in the Back to the Future car.
And there are plenty of bad lawyers. There are plenty of lawyers out there who are not good at what they do, but they're cheap. And people always think, oh, if I go over a cheap lawyer, it'll be better than going with no lawyer, and sometimes that's wrong. So I will tell you that there is a movement from giving just basic consulting, and that's what I do. And then a person files their own immigration, for instance. If they have any specific questions on forms or how they should answer, then I will help. But they can handle many of their immigration questions themselves. I think that movement should be stronger. And I'm a proponent of people, if your case is very simple and you can represent yourself in a decent way, then you should. Because many times for these smaller cases, the legal costs would be more than if you just completely lost the case. So the worst case scenario, let's call it worst case scenario, $20,000 of damages. Your lawyer is going to charge you $50,000 to handle that case. And that's assuming you win. You're still out $50,000. If you lose, you're out $70,000. If you don't hire the lawyer at all, and you just lose every single motion, you lose in summary judgment, you're still only out 20%, because that's maybe what the contract damages were for. I've seen many of my clients have contracts with software companies, and the contract itself is $40,000, $20,000, and they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees, and they still lose the case. The last person Frogan needs to tell her financial situation to is her lawyer, because lawyers will jump ship if they're not getting paid. And that's why they have something called a retainer. Most lawyers have a retainer system where you give them the money up front, they work the hours, and then before they work anymore, they ask you to refill the retainer. Now, retainers can be $10,000, $20,000, $100,000. That's the upfront payment you make for them. They work, they email, they do calls, and they deduct from the retainer how much work they have done. And most lawyers work in this
homie's
way.
dead.
Most lawyers do billable hours. So when I hear a client say, hey, I'm broke, I don't have any source of income, as an immigration lawyer, I hear this all the time.
Well
There's not much you can do.
So
it's on a
the
retainer
one
system.
just kept moving, knowing the other would just
I
do the
a lot
pickup.
of work pro bono,
Well done.
but I've been
I
in
like to see that.
situations where
That's what's up.
you just have to
I usually play
reference them to
solos,
legal
so
help
it's a
because
bit
there's
weird
nothing
seeing
you
the
can do.
duo's mechanics.
Like, you're in lawyers are in business, especially single lawyer law firms, to make money. I have a family, I have a young daughter to support as well. I can't do legal work for free. And when I hear news that a client doesn't have money to pay me, that is very concerning because I'm expecting a payment for the work I'm going to do.
Allie.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think Frogan should be saying this stuff. And the last person who wants to hear this would be Frogan's own attorney, who I'm sure is surprised to hear that she's having financial difficulty. Well, like I said, there are many legal services that can provide free legal help. You can always represent yourself. I think that is a underused.
So there are a lot of free legal services that could have provided help. The Electronic Frontier Foundation explicitly works with people dealing with disclosure, IP law, etc. They go well out of their way for folks. They work for free. Or if they can't represent you, they'll find someone who can. And if they really can't, they'll find resources for you. And I've been whinging about them since the start, because, like, Locksport people, and Les likes Locksport, so Les will get this, right? It's like, a lot of times, Locksport in the States, we get hit with IP law.
Utilized method to save money, but lawyers, they care a lot about money. And when you can't pay them, or when there is a fear that you can no longer pay them, see how they act, see how they behave. I've worked in immigration and copyright for over a decade, and I have run as a small one-person law firm. I have run into issues with clients not being able to pay. Now, it depends on how close we are to finishing the case and how much they paid before. Sometimes I'll just finish the case out of grace because it would be easier to finish the case than to just find them another attorney. But in the very beginning, or in the middle, and Frogan's case is still in the very beginning, yeah, I would like my clients to have financial stability so I can have financial stability. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hi, guys.
Immigration operations in Minnesota. Those aren't slowing down, and neither is the rate at which the fraud here keeps growing.
They sold, now it came out, $9 billion.
Every week?
And they think that's just the beginning.
Every week?
They stole. Think of it.
It gets bigger.
In their country, they live on nothing. They have nothing.
That's so
They
sad.
come here and they steal $9 billion. Are we stupid? I mean, how do we allow that to happen?
Right? How do we allow that to happen?
Omar
Ilhan
should
Omar
be sent out of our country. She should not be allowed to be
That's what a lot of people say. But before we look at the new fraud revelations, listen to this.
Really want to go home now to your country. If you're in this United States of America illegally, we will give you $3,000 through the holidays to send you home. We'll buy you a ticket, give you $3,000 to go home, and that includes people that have not been detained, maybe have interacted with us, are detained and don't have criminal charges against them. Yeah,
by the bus.
Raise your hand.
But the fraud stuff here, it just gets worse and worse every time we learn about it.
The pirates have stolen all of our money, and they have to go home, Jesse. That's the situation we're in right now.
Okay, well, Tampon says you guys are after him. And it's mean and it's unfair, Miller.
The amount of money that's been stolen is larger than the entire GDP of Somalia.
And now activists at a recent meeting at the airport are saying that they are just in total fear, even though they haven't committed a crime. Listen to this.
We want MEC to protect us.
Rideshare drivers and faith leaders raised their concerns to the panel after recent ICE actions at MSP.
But
they
if you're
say
here
federal
legally, what's
agents
the
have
problem?
approached drivers waiting in a designated parking lot before they get a call for pickup.
Most of the drivers nowadays, if you see the lot, it's really empty, like, not, because they fear of, even though myself, I'm a U.S. citizen.
So then what are you afraid of?
But it's just because of, our president calling us, to profile in our community. It's just, that makes us scrutiny.
The commission.
So because of name calling, people are saying they don't want to earn a living anymore. But speaking of the law, look who's mad they've lost access to the country's piggy bank.
Every night I get an update on this of the threats to our federal money on everything we do.
The money you let get stolen.
It's very clear. The entire federal government is weaponized against Minnesota.
Oh!
And the issues of things that should be states' rights, states to control, they're threatening us with this.
Goodness.
And this is what happens
now he
when
cares
you have a
about
floundering
states'
presidency,
rights.
and it is about those ballrooms and everything else. Now we're back on transgender.
Oh, my
folks,
goodness.
And these are healthcare providers providing the best guidance to parents and children to get their care. So we're assessing what it means.
No, they're not. These are healthcare providers who have been running scams in his state, and now they're not allowed to do it anymore.
Federal agents raid a Bloomington strip mall. The target? Ultimate Home Health Services, a Minnesota integrated community support, or ICS company, at the center of an expanding Medicaid fraud.
I thought they were helping patients.
This business, no stranger to
Oh, really? They've been investigated
In
before.
November, Ultimate Home was billing taxpayers, claiming to spend 12 to 13 hours every day with Rick. But a worker caught on police body cam, admitting that was not happening.
He is one of the most independent.
So we don't help them.
So
and then something very sad happened.
The federal search warrants of the company headquarters cites Carol Evans' investigation. Agents pulled out computers and boxes of
bringing justice.
Part of what federal prosecutor Joe Thompson called a new massive investigation into ICS program fraud.
Medicaid has paid out more than $400 million to Minnesota providers.
So why should they keep getting money? Tell us, Tim, why should they get the money?
So we're assessing what it means. It's on every front. It's CDLs, it's transportation money, it's money across the board.
Can't give out the licenses either, huh? Meanwhile, the president wasting no time to tie this also back to Ilhan Omar, who is allegedly connected with some of the fraudsters.
She married her brother either to stay or to get him into the country. And yesterday she, I guess, made up a story. She said the police
attacked her son.
Yeah, they did say
that. She said that.
They stopped the car and
But there's no video, there's no proof.
We never attacked him, we never stopped him. It was a made-up story.
Where's the video?
She's a con person, she's full of con. She says, zero. She said, you ought to get her the out of our country. That's what you ought to do. She made up a story that the police stopped her son's car, and
there would have been video
it turned out to
if
be a
it
fake
happened.
Story. There was no stoppage of his car, and there was no harassment.
Right. Why did he miss the opportunity to film that? Could have blown Trump up.
Place once beautiful. I don't call it beautiful. You got a governor who's a stupid person.
He is kind of,
and
yes.
corrupt. He's corrupt and stupid.
And he was supposed to be vice president. Never forget that. Speaking of which, this could be terrible news for the Democrats in the 2026 midterms. Look at this.
$1 billion
from a nurse.
Did Cash Jordan almost say midterms instead of midterms? Did we just have a Freudian slip? between calling the DNC terrorists. I might be a little bit reading into it too muchy, but I'm like 2% sure that I'm at least not. Just like a good 2% sure I'm not reading into it too much. Holy fuck.
In Woodbury.
I am liberal politically.
To a retired airport worker.
Oh, I'm a Republican.
Minnesotans on both sides of the aisle.
We are all darn disgusted. We are furious.
Are sick and tired of hearing about fraud in state-run programs for food, housing, and disability services. Now
Bad news,
banding
man.
together through social media. This post urging people to write letters to state agencies.
What are they
asking
gonna say?
questions like, which specific officials and managers have been disciplined,
None.
reassigned, or removed because of documented oversight failures?
Who's going to be fired for this? Who's going to take responsibility?
Not the governor.
And stop passing the buck.
Not
In
Representative
our
Omar,
KSTP
who
fraud
championed
special
these
2 months
programs.
ago, Governor Walz said this.
So look, we do have new leadership over there. People
Oh,
have
do
been
you?
removed.
We know the previous Education and Human Services commissioners
People have been
both
removed.
stepped down, and an assistant commissioner at DHS also left his post.
So these 3 people were not removed. They stepped down. That is not a removal. That is someone saying, yep, I'm just going to retire.
But the reasons for all those departures was never
There wasn't
clear.
a removal.
So today, we asked
Uh-oh.
those state agencies again,
Oh.
how many
These
people
pesky
have
news
been
networks
removed,
doing
reassigned,
the job the
disciplined
mainstream
for
news won't
all of these failures related to fraud.
Can't have that.
This went on for years. Were they all asleep?
Right.
Why weren't those warning bells going
Because
off?
And
they
Minnesotans
benefited.
hope their mailings
They
will also
turned
send
off the
a
bells.
strong message.
When you've got thousands of people writing in stating, hey, this has to be fixed,
Right.
then somebody will fix it.
Well, yeah, Trump's trying to fix it. What's that mean? Means the party of fraud might have problems at the ballot box.
For the first
and who
time,
knows
Governor
this
Tim
better
Walz
than
is
the
talking
governor
with
who's
us
also
about
up for
stunning
re-election?
allegations made by the
Wait
U.S.
till you hear what
Attorney's
he's up to.
This is on my watch. I am accountable for this. And
Since
more
when?
importantly, I am the one
I
that will
thought Trump
fix
was
it.
weaponizing.
They're not interested in that, so they throw about these numbers.
Governor Tim Walz disagrees with federal prosecutors
course he does.
over allegations that there could possibly be billions of dollars in Medicaid fraud in the state.
To extrapolate what that number is for sensationalism or to make statements about it.
So he's accountable. It happened on his watch, but the amounts of money that the government says were stolen never were actually stolen. And this is all sensational, and it's a witch hunt, and he didn't actually do anything wrong.
It doesn't really help us.
Half or possibly more of the $18 billion billed by providers in 14
look at all
state-run
them
programs
companies.
since 2018, the U.S. Attorney's Office says could have been obtained by fraudulent means.
I don't make these generalizations in a hasty way.
Right.
So when I say a significant amount, I'm talking on the order of half or more. But we'll see. When I look at the claims data and the providers, I see more red flags.
Wow, red
than I
flags.
see legitimate providers.
Investigators from the Minnesota Department of Human Services did not commit to a solid number of fraud that they've found, only saying that it's in the tens of millions of dollars.
So far, I haven't received any evidence or information to support the billions or $9 billion information from federal law enforcement. But again, I want to collaborate. I want to partner with law enforcement.
Interesting. So the people at the state level who were supposed to stop the fraud now want to collaborate with the federal government who has discovered it while saying they haven't seen any evidence that it's happening.
That's how this system should work.
State DHS Inspector
Right, the
General
system
James
doesn't
Clark
work.
was
That's why
asked
the
about
feds
type
are
of
there.
fraud that they have found.
Yeah, what have you
Yesterday
found?
We heard from federal prosecutors. They're finding fake companies that are out there, not just tweaking the hours of care, but just totally fake companies. Is that what you're saying?
To answer your question, yes, unfortunately, greedy people and businesses have learned how to exploit our programs and are trying to steal from us.
Okay. So why don't you do something about it?
Investigators also echoed what we heard from federal prosecutors yesterday.
Right.
That they're
That's all they can do is
focusing their
echo it.
efforts now on the ICS program.
Oh, now.
Some of the
Now they're doing
providers in that program, what that program does is help Minnesotans with special needs with their daily chores.
And
That was the
those
cutest
were the
way to say
programs that were
Minnesotans.
robbed. You have
Minnesotans.
people who are in need, and they were the ones that were stolen from. They didn't steal from the rich to then go on some luxury vacation. Nope, they stole from the needy. They stole from the poor. They stole from people who were...
Minnesotans, they still are allowed to have their hands. For now. But if they ever get caught stealing, ooh-wee, gonna cut those bitches off.
Promised help was on the way.
Little insight as to how some of this fraud has actually been legalized.
Right.
And it's going on right under our noses.
State-sponsored
via
fraud.
unethical behavior allowed for by unethical legislation that basically makes it so that this fraud can never actually be seen, tracked, or anybody held responsible for having engaged in it. You have Nexus Family Healing, a nonprofit located in Plymouth, Minnesota.
Oh, tell me about this place.
It's a national nonprofit with an executive director making well north of $500,000 annually.
He's doing well.
Who is awarded a $1 million grant contract through Hennepin County. And then all of a sudden, that $1 million grant turns into a 3-year, $7 million ongoing contract.
What a scam.
Nobody knows. Why? Nobody knows that either. But when Hennepin County workers turned to Julie Blaha within the state auditor's office and had some reason for concern, what were they met with? Complete radio silence.
Because
the whole
Julie
state
was in on it.
Refuses to do anything. You have a state auditor's office right now that nobody knows what goes on inside of it. There's no actual duties. There's no
I'm a chaos gremlin to the core, brother.
Out of that office. It's just $8 million in biannual funding towards an office that does nothing other than TikTok dances.
Wow.
It's sad. And we need somebody in there who actually takes responsibility for what goes on with your tech.
But now everybody wants to take responsibility. Now that the federal government has stepped in, now everybody in Minnesota is just as upset as the people who've uncovered this whole thing, which was supposed to be swept under the rug as Tim Walz assumed control of America.
Have wanted to stop this? Would I have gone out? You know, if you think the governor goes out and checks somebody on Medicaid and that they were there, no, but that's somebody in government needed to do that.
So he didn't want to get personally involved.
There were loopholes in this, and what we found is these are poorly written, and it left openings, and the goal was to get the money out. We'll fix
Who
that.
signed them?
But yeah, I'll take accountability for it. But what you're seeing here is you're seeing a weaponization. We'll continue to fix it. They're going to continue to come up with numbers that don't have it there, and it's sensationalized. I don't expect.
How can you continue to fix it if the fraud continually grows?
I tapped
and
them
gets
and
worse?
I ran away and died.
From this administration.
Oh, the Trump administration, the heartless Trump administration.
And of course,
oh, boo-hoo.
What is not?
I can't steal anymore.
Trying.
Guys, I have a
Okay, I'm gonna take a tinkle.
I was dead
And
wrong
I
about
think
Princess
the
Amelia.
next thing we watch is going to just be absolutely heart-wrecking and disgusting. And y'all are locked in with it for me. I'll drop the link when I get back. I gotta take a little tinkle. Little tinkle. Little itty-bitty tinkle. Itty-bitty inkily tinkly. Ethan Klein's Christmas gift from Hassan's Orbiters, Tactical Templar. I've been waiting for him to cover a few things in particular. I'm just gonna remember to open his little tabby group in case he does sometime soon. Oops, wrong channel.
You're not the only one who hates this boss.
If this jackass would stop hitting me, I might get a chance to jump. Dude, I'm about to get racist!
Oh, that's base Joe?
No, that is.
As jail, you don't get to choose. Your mommy and your daddy and your Aunt Lily doesn't get to make your meals. I'm your aunt. I'm your grandpa. I'm the one that gets your meal prepared and make sure it gets done.
The sheriff says inmates get put in isolation for things like fighting, and the burger is an added punishment.
If you get in trouble.
Millennials are getting whacked on the internet.
Hey there!
Ooh-wee.
Oh my gosh.
I don't need a person. I got moans. I got cuddles. 24/7, 365. I got cuddles. Don't need people. They're sheeple. I got cuddles. Every single day, they're mine. I got cuddles. This little goober won't let me down. I got cuddles. Come around and get the beat down. I got cuddles. Don't talk to me. I'm fucking busy. I got cuddles. 24/7, 365. I got cuddles. I don't need a guy cause I got cuddles. Tired of the dames? Me too. I got cuddles. No heartbreak with this in my wake. I got cuddles. Smiling all day just cause you can. I got cuddles. Looking at me like I look baked. I got cuddles. Take those judgy eyes away cause I got cuddles. What the fuck are you doing, you goober? I got cuddles. Fuck your world, it's going down. I got cuddles. 24/7, 365. I got cuddles. I don't need a person. Oopie, oopie, oopie. Take those judgy eyes away, cause I...
That mindset, be a victim or be a servant, is the lie you've swallowed whole. That's not survival, it's surrender. You could have chosen to fight, chosen to scrape out a life on your own terms. A life outside the Empire may be harsh.
A life outside
but anyone
the Empire.
with even a shred of self-worth...
Vegeta, you don't understand how miserable the universe is. I spent 40 years studying medicine, learning the anatomy of hundreds of species just to help people. On my third world planet, I was unemployed, ignored. I traveled across the galaxy for a single opportunity. Nothing. The only place that gave me a chance to follow my passion with the technology I needed was the Frieza Force, and they paid me well. I'm not a slave. I'm thriving.
All you greedy bastards care about is money and comfort. You don't care whose bones get crushed.
But it's Vegeta saying this, who did it for the sake of killing and being better than others. He just wanted to be strong and wanted to do the best he could, but he still did it for a reason that is still not fucking without harm. And I'm not saying fucking oh no, fucking whoop-diddy-whoop fucking Vegeta, but like, oh no, whoop-diddy-whoop Vegeta. God damn. Fuck this man some days, bro. Like, holy shit, what a fucking dick neck. Calling everybody in the Frieza Force evil. I'm sure there's beautiful man. Like even fucking Bulma thought he was beautiful, okay? Yeah, he killed everyone around him. And yeah, he was fucking turning into a weird monster dude every so often. And yeah, he was kind of a massive fucking dickhead and a complete fucking piece of shit. But he was really pretty. And even she agrees with that. So he can go fuck himself. He was pretty. He looked really pretty. And then he transformed into like a crocodile man. But he was pretty before that. So I win. The user script to scroll and grab the transcripts, keep scrolling it down when videos change.
Best nail set of my life. I got the best nail set of my life.
We are only 11 subs away from 200 and we are halfway through the month, so do the math. Mama needs to pay rent.
Could you stop begging for rent?
Okay, then you know what? Fine. You know my Venmo. Send me that then.
Just like I keep watching and I'm like, oh, here she goes again, begging for rent.
Okay, then pay my fucking rent then. You know my Venmo. Send me that shit.
I got the best nail set of my life the other day.
Hey you, how are you doing? How's day? How's life? Oh, you told me to get into VC a bit ago? No, I'm not going to voice chat.
Look at them. Look at them.
Yo, why is Frogan kind of, low-key kind of bad? Anyone? No? Am I the only one who's thinking this right now for a very specific reason? God bless you.
You should move back home and start a new life.
Sorry, I'm not a loser and live with my brother like you do. So.
Come into my chat asking me to use some fucking random service to get real viewers, ? Enjoy getting banned.
But you
and
can't
reported. Have fun. I'm glad to make a part of the stream. Just fucking banning and reporting someone. I hope you get that account trashed, and I hope it follows you with every service you try to start. Have fun. Take care. Enjoy
afford
piss.
rent now. Dude, why are people who choose to live in places they can't afford exercising priority over other?
What are you asking what the fuck is going on for? It's literally the most mundane thing. It's like, sup, did you try a website we're not going to repeat of AI service to get real views? And I deleted it and I banned them and I reported it. Duh. The bare minimum when someone does that shit. Duh. Like, literally.
Other people.
I'm not the bad guy in this. I'm the victim.
Duh.
And Twitch streaming sucks. I fucking hate it. It's been bad for a few months.
Yeah, they'll return, but everything they just said, every domain they just mentioned, every permutation of that domain will be an auto ban flag in the next 20-30 minutes. If it even lasts that long.
Frogan, you do know you could work at Burger King and you could also do Twitch, right?
No. I don't care. They're literally not going to strike back. Just like chill.
These are 120.
No way she's flexing her nails on chat while she's begging for subs. If Frogan is so good with money, then I want her to go on Caleb Hammer's podcast and he comes to the conclusion that she's been financially responsible. I will donate $10,000 to any charity that she wants.
This is a cracker take.
Yeah, but just have fun with it. Forget about the money, just have fun.
It's my job, though. I have to focus on the money.
Frogan's idea of fun is building a cake that looks like the Twin Towers and flying a plane-shaped cake into it.
If we get to this goal by 9/11, we'll make the Twin Towers out of a stacked cake and we'll make an airplane and we'll recreate 9/11.
Hey guys, what's going on?
You know what you need to do? Can I be honest with you?
What?
You need to do Joker again.
Dude, this guy really...
Also, hey, they don't come back if you report them to Twitch for spam. And they end up getting everything they say flagged. Or once you do that, Twitch can automate banning them on site. So the first time they send it to one person is the first time they're gone now instead of, or it just gets marked as suspicious because of the message content and the behavior the user exhibits. So that's literally why you need to report every time this shit happens to Twitch as a platform.
Shut up, he said, stop begging for money, go live with your parents and dress up like a clown. Also, her nails are done. Look at her fucking nails, dude. They look like Sabretooth's claws in Wolverine.
No, I know.
Look at them, dude. Holy shit. Someone just said, how does she wipe? I don't know. Maybe she doesn't wipe. Oh, shit. You know what those nails say? Those nails say, I can't afford it, but my last 5 meals have been delivered through DoorDash. That's what those nails say. The nails say, this bitch uses Uber Eats and she cannot afford it.
Socialist, why won't he give these guys money? Trust me, if I offer support, you won't know about it.
Get out of here. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, get out of here. Beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
Loving shout out to Lazy Shell, who absolutely nailed it on Frogan's behaviors. Okay, we can watch another police cam of another drunk woman getting what she deserves, which is to be pulled over and hopefully put in jail. Nope, we're actually just gonna go to the disgusting. Princess Amelia family snapped. Okay, so I started this the other day. For whatever reason, like, this person mentions how if they say incest, their channel gets, or their video gets demonetized. But they literally put it in the fucking title. It says incest content. I think we're ragging on someone for doing incestuous shit, which is appropriate, but also if it's a big conflation, then I'm gonna end up like trying to like, you know, not fall down the conflation wagon train. I have no idea who the fuck this is. So do we jump down this now or come to it later?
Oh, for some reason I have a
You know what? We'll skip it for now. We'll watch a mortician talk about why rivers aren't a good place to go. And I'm just gonna sit here nodding my head because I'm aware of what maladies might find you in a river. That sounds cool. A mortician's warning about going into a river. Yeah, no shit. Thank you, Lauren the mortician, for good content. Bless.
toilet paper roll here. I have oily skin. Anyways. Okay, I feel like we've been through a lot, so let's be truly honest with one another. Have you ever looked over a ledge and had that weird, morbid little thought, what would happen if I just fell right now? Not because you want to fall. I mean, I don't physically want to fall off that ledge, but because your brain is so chaotic and intrusive. Because same. Anytime I'm somewhere tall, a cliff, a bridge, I don't know, the Grand Canyon, a crazy hotel balcony with questionable railings, my brain is like, could I survive this? Could I tuck and roll?
I do think about a similar thing when I'm nearby a crazy balcony with poor railings. If this goes poorly, can I survive this? Can I tuck and roll this? I mean, up to like about 3 stories, I can take a good tumble, but that's really risky, kind of pushing it and kind of exceeding the upper bounds of what our bodies are supposed to be able to hit. So honestly, I don't ever want to be that high up with the thought that I might have to like, you know, catch myself from a fall. But if ever I do find myself in such a place, it's okay. I'll start crying loudly.
Roll like Tom Cruise and just make it? No, I could not. And your brain, it lies to us. It sees water and goes, oh, well, that looks soft. That looks sparkly. That looks like a giant bubble bath. Absolutely not. Spoiler alert, water becomes concrete when you hit it fast enough. And let me just insert this as a mortician who has actual river trauma, calling it river trauma. I refuse to swim in rivers. Absolutely not. Never again. Don't worry, I'll tell you why later. And my children also know, hard no. I don't care if you think you know the river. You don't. The river is unpredictable, unsteady, and has the same temperament as a toddler with a chainsaw.
Oh, and do I want to hang out after stream? I don't know. DM me, I guess. Like, I'll probably not want to be in voice chat, but like, I'll be typing, I'll be playing games. Like, but kind of. Just not necessarily a VC person at the core. And I'm getting ahead of this one.
It just does what it wants to. Every time someone tells me, oh, we swim here every summer, I'm like, congratulations. So did the last 5 people the current just swept away. Trauma is a great teacher. And mine says, stay on land, sweetie. And here's the thing. Once you really understand what water does at high speed, you start to realize Niagara Falls isn't a peaceful nature wonderland. It's a vertical death blend.
We'll be trying to unlock Athena. We're playing as Mr. Night Dude. We're basically playing this game Mega Blank as Tactical Templar for a little bit, so we probably should just go watch Tactical Templar for good luck one next after this probably. But so we're going to be doing that, reason being because I want to tank damage and get thorns and use that damage for thorns. So we might restart runs, we might be a little bit iffy with it, but we're trying to get cacti and thorns, and I'm not afraid to restart and re-roll to get it.
A nature-made blend jet permanently set to puree. Gravity plus bad decisions equals smoothie. There's somebody watching this right now like, what did she just say? Okay.
Gravity plus bad decisions does equal smoothie. And if the railing is lower than your ass might indeed be grass. But you know what no one ever warned you about? The rivers. So this person's about to warn us about the rivers, and honestly, I think more people should have done that, because it's really important to be aware of the rivers. We're gonna be just maxing armor and getting thorns early if we can. That's kind of all I'm in this for.
So why am I suddenly thinking about all of this? Water, death, Niagara Falls. Because as usual, I was doom scrolling at 2 a.m. when I stumbled across a video of a woman on a Niagara Falls tour asking the guide how many people go over it in a year. Any on over, but they don't go all the way over. You get what I'm saying? I don't. Roll the clip right now. You have to see this. Okay, insert clip.
So I just finished the Niagara Falls boat tour. So before you actually get on the boat, the tour guide narrates the histories of Niagara Falls. As he's talking...
Oh, are they gonna talk about the fucking people that put themselves in barrels and got on and tried to roll down Niagara Falls? Speaking of the history of Niagara Falls, bro, if the tour guide's gonna talk about anything, I want them to tell me more about that. Like, no, first off, I'm a trivia nerd, and I happen to care a lot about how our world's been going for a long fucking turn. So I don't think it would be, like, new knowledge to me, but I still like hearing about it. It's like, you know, when you like your favorite bedtime story and you're a kid, kind of like that, except not really. It's like my favorite fucking mortifying stories. Like, I watched a lot of 1,000 Ways to Die when I was growing up, and I grew up normal and well-adjusted. See?
I could only think, man, this is a perfect place to jump. So I interrupted his speech and I say, hey, just out of curiosity, how many people lose their lives willingly, voluntarily a year? He said a year. I said a month. He said a day. I said, tell me more. So we're talking. He said, look, I hate to say it, but this happens daily. I said, does it ever make the news? He said, no, obviously, because it'll deter tourists. And I'm like,
I have questions. So many questions. What actually happens when someone goes over the falls? What does hitting water at 70 miles per hour do to the human body? Where do the bodies go? And how is it possible that anyone has ever survived this? And that's when my brain did what it...
Oh, how people survived it? Barrels, but not many. How other people survived it? Probably by not doing it and walking away. Says the silly bitch.
Always does. It's spiraled hard. So buckle up, coffin crew. Today we're diving into the science, the chaos, the danger, the miracle survivor, the ghost stories, and my own personal river trauma origin story. Because it's just another morbid Monday. The ADHD is so fucking bad. Car, it's Morbid Monday, dun 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 dun. It's Morbid Monday, dun 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 dun. It's Morbid Monday, the greatest day of the...
Okay, you know what? She's right. The ADHD is trying to kill us. And you know what? I forgot my second dose of Adderall today. Oh. Lock in, y'all.
The flippin' week, dun 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 dun. Cue the intro. All right, so let's get into the part that fascinates me the most, obviously the science. Because before we talk about people going over Niagara Falls, before we talk about the cases, survivors, daredevils, or literally anything else, you have to understand what the water itself does. Forget the rocks for a second. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, right? Everyone always thinks the rocks are the big danger, but no, the water alone is enough to unsubscribe you from life. When you fall from the height of Niagara Falls, about 160 feet, your body accelerates fast. It's gravity plus velocity plus a whole lot of why are humans like this? By the time you hit the water, you're going somewhere around 70 miles per hour. And here's what people get very, very wrong. Water is soft only when you gently enter it. If you belly flop into a pool from like 3 feet, that hurts, right? Now imagine hitting that same water from a height of 16 stories. The water does not have time to move out of your way. It compresses, it hardens, and it becomes essentially concrete. Slippery, splashy, hard concrete. You don't sink in, you crash into it. Your organs slam forward. Your ribs can break. Your lungs can collapse. Bones snap, joints dislocate. And if you hit the surface wrong, at the wrong angle, limb first, head first, back first, that impact alone can be fatal before you ever go go under. And honestly, I would kind of hope for that, because then you don't feel very much. Morbid, but true. And then the water pulls you down. People think you just go over the falls and just glide into the river below like it's a Disney ride, but no. You disappear underneath into what's called the churn zone, which is basically nature's angry washing machine. You don't want to...
More like nature's angry washing machine with teeth. It's like, will it blend for people? The churn zone is not somewhere you want to be. Like, not just will the ripping currents tear your bits and bobs apart, any loose skin's about to get yielded, and anything that isn't loose skin is about to become loose skin. Have fun, don't do it. Oh, there's rocks and sand and other shit that wants to fucking abrade you. Enjoy. Don't do it.
Go there, trust me. This is where the water isn't just falling, it's smashing into itself, colliding, spiraling, pounding into rock formations. There are hydraulic pockets under those falls that can hold a body down for minutes, sometimes hours, sometimes literally forever. You get dragged down, popped back up, pulled to the side, slammed into rocks, logs, debris, anything the river has collected. You are being ragdolled by physics and water pressure that doesn't care who you are. Which is why the first time I saw what moving water can do to a literal human being, it rewired my brain. It didn't happen at Niagara Falls, but it taught me exactly what water does to a human body. Are you ready? Personal story time. Trauma. So there was a river that ran along the state line. Literally the border was like right down the middle of the water, but sometimes it'd go this way and sometimes it'd go that way. And one day I got a call from the medical examiner. A man had gone missing in the river, and then he surfaced a week later on my side of the state line. So that meant it became our jurisdiction, our case. I drove out there and I ended up assisting with the boat recovery. And if you've never been on a river recovery, let me tell you, there is no clean, tidy, cinematic moment, no slow motion scene. You just get creative because you have to. So we pulled the boat as close as we could to his body floating there. We literally grabbed him by the hand and pulled him toward the shore with the boat because that was the safest option. And when I say I will never forget what that man looked like, I mean it. His face didn't even look human at all. It was so swollen and huge, it almost looked planet-like. It looked like someone had...
What if he wasn't a human, but he was actually a chupacabra?
Inflated his whole noggin. The skin wasn't even skin colored anymore. He looked like the river had claimed him, like it had painted his whole body in its own color palette. And that happened because you don't float peacefully down a river like a leaf in a movie. You get dragged. You hit things at high speeds, rocks, branches, the riverbed. Your body goes up and then down and then up again. You get tossed and battered and pulled by these currents that just don't let you go. And the reason he went into the river in the first place still haunts me. A child had fallen in and he jumped in after him trying to save him, and he just didn't make it out. And I know you're wondering, another bystander pulled the child, so the child was saved, but the man got swept away. We were about to load him into my minivan when his entire family arrived. They knew we were there, they knew why we were there, and they wanted to see him. They needed to see him. It was a part of their religious practice, and you cannot say no. So we unzipped the body bag, and the guttural screams that came out of his mother, I will never forget those either. It was grief in its rawest form. It was pain that hit the air, and it just took your breath away. That moment taught me that water doesn't give peaceful deaths. Water is violent and unforgiving, and it changes everything. That recovery changed me, and it made me realize...
I mean, water is violent and unforgiving, but I'm actually shocked that this isn't something we all know.
That we need to respect water and rivers and waterfalls on a completely different level. And Niagara Falls, it's like all of that multiplied by 1,000. Oh, that was just... I hear that woman scream in my dreams sometimes. I'm not even fucking lying to you. If a medical examiner or a funeral home professional tells you that they don't think you should view a body, they're not telling you that because they want to take away your last time to see your loved one. They're telling you that because we wouldn't want to see our loved one in that way. We tried so hard to get them to at least let us get his body back to the funeral home, you know, go about it that way, but they didn't want to do that. So now that I've described a little bit of the trauma of what water can do to a body, let's talk about where these bodies actually actually go after someone goes over them in Niagara Falls, because this might be one of the strangest, least talked about parts of the whole thing. Niagara Falls itself sits directly, and I mean directly, on the border between Canada and the United States. They share the water flow, and unfortunately, they share the bodies. Here's the part people don't realize. The Niagara Falls River flows north to south, which means anything or any body that goes over on the Canadian side usually gets carried straight towards the United States. It doesn't matter which side someone falls from, the river does not care about immigration, passports, or jurisdiction. It's just like, well, off we go. And so what happens is this was...
The river doesn't care about immigrations, passports, or jurisdiction. Somebody tell ICE about the water. It's the silent killer. We need to tell ICE about it. Y'all, they need to know. They need to protect us. Ban water. Forbid, whoa. That is a brutal death by scorpion stack and fucking mega blank.
Our tragic logistical nightmare, essentially. Someone might go over the railing on the Canadian side, and then days later, their body surfaces on US soil. Suddenly, the American medical examiner is involved, the American sheriffs, the whole American recovery teams. And
2026, the only water you're allowed to have is Tim Pool's pool water.
this is where things get complicated and really sad, because sometimes the family lives in Canada, but the recovery becomes a US case, or the family lives in the US, but the person went over in Canada. I mean, it just becomes a cross-border, multi-agency, multi-jurisdiction situation, all because the river decided to relocate them. And it's not even predictable, not even close. I had to throw in the jurisdiction. I don't see anybody talk about that. And somehow, people still looked at Niagara Falls and thought they could beat it. What? Niagara Falls has attracted daredevils for over a century. People who believed they could conquer the water with big...
Oh, holy shit. I hella misread that. I thought it was number of kills with thorns. No, it's get Athena to level 9. Get thorns to level 9. Oh, that's way more easy.
Floating contraptions, literal homemade submarines, anything they thought might cushion the chaos on the way down. And in almost every case, Niagara Falls responded the same way. Absolutely not. That's what the falls said. They said no. One man, decades ago, created a giant rubber ball the size of a small apartment, filled it with padding, snacks, oxygen, the works, and went over the falls inside of it. People thought he'd survive because the thing was practically indestructible. They found pieces of the rubber ball. They never found him. There was another man who tried to ride over the falls on a jet ski. He planned to parachute out mid-fall. The parachute did not open in time. And yes, the water took him instantly. There 1 minute, gone the next. And then there are countless unnamed thrill seekers, the barrel imitators, the homemade raft builders, the people who thought they could stunt their way.
Yeah, TLDR, a lot of people did toss themselves into barrels in an attempt to go over Niagara Falls. Do not ever do that. Like, if you know someone, even if you hate them, don't let them do it. I don't. Hate seems like a very heavy pill to have to hold. Pill? Something? It sounds like a thing that I don't want to fucking sully my fucking soul with, so there's that. But even if you do hate someone, don't let them do that.
Through the falls. Most of them are not listed online or in history books because the river doesn't return anyone. It keeps them. And this is where things get interesting, because all of these daredevils, all of these attempts, all these tragic endings, there is one story that stands out. One person who somehow miraculously survived this entire watery nightmare. And she didn't just survive. She brought her cat. Meow. Why? She wasn't some adrenaline junkie. She wasn't a stunt performer. She wasn't even some influencer trying to get views. She was a 63-year-old school teacher. Her name was Annie Edson Taylor. And one day in 1901, Annie, who honestly must have had more courage.
Annie Edson Taylor got me killed in a video game because holy shit, we're actually doing the barrel people's lore.
Then the entire Avengers cast combined decided that she wanted fame. She wanted money. She wanted a moment in history. So she did what any financially stressed, chaos-fueled Victorian woman might do. She climbed into a padded barrel Not any high-tech capsule, not a reinforced safety pod, a barrel. But you know what's Victorian? The guys didn't have cameras like we do today. And she didn't go alone. She brought her cat, her actual cat. She tucked that cat into a little padded nook inside the barrel for good luck. It's giving Mulan with the cricket. I have so many questions for the cat, honestly. Annie sealed herself inside. Some willing witness helped roll the barrel in the water, and she floated toward the edge of Horseshoe Falls like this was some kind of whimsical river adventure instead of a death drop. And then she went...
Like, bro, if you survive the falls once, like, I understand. She's 60. She's probably a fiery old gal that doesn't give a fuck about what we think, care, or do. But like, honestly, if you make it to your 60s and you decide that you're gonna go do this death-defying thing, and for some odd reason or another you do not get glassed the first time, why the fuck would you choose to go in a second? You know people die left and right. Or maybe it's just like, kind of like the fucking, there's an X-1 episode, the old radio show that used to play sci-fi, where once you get to like, I think the age of like 50 or 60, they'd just like kill you because you were too old and unfunctional. I kind of feel like maybe that she got to that point where she maybe, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. I'm not trying to fucking make fucking assumptions about her. She's more of a bad bitch than I'll ever be. So I'm just thinking, like, did she just stop giving a fuck like that? Like, did the X-1 try to, like, mirror just a fraction of the lack of fucking care for your own existence that participants in that story had when they were going back to the planet Earth from space to go help a child? And even though they found out when they got to Earth itself, they were going to be killed because they were too old? Is she just, like, doing that, but for vibes?
Over the full height of Niagara Falls, through the churn zone, through the hydraulic pockets, through water that has literally unsubscribed thousands of people from life itself. And she lived. She emerged with a small scalp wound and a bruised ego. And the cat, I know you're wondering about the cat, I was too. Cat survived. Cat lived. Probably traumatized beyond words, down a couple lives, but definitely alive. And here's the kicker. After she survived, Annie told everyone the same thing. Don't do it. Don't attempt it. It's not worth it, she says. Okay then. And she was right, because even though we love this story, even though it's whimsical and somehow crazy and remotely magical and has a cat doing the most extreme emotional support mission of all time, Annie is the exception. The rare, almost freakish exception. Because believe it or not, after she did that, a century's worth of people tried to copy her, and almost none survived. I didn't get a number. But the truth is that you cannot outsmart the law of physics. You cannot cheat gravity. You cannot cheat death. And you cannot negotiate with 600,000 gallons of water per second. When people talk about Niagara Falls being dangerous, they always picture the big dramatic drop. I mean, that looks scary the moment someone goes over. But what most people don't understand is that the real danger is what waits below. The undercurrents, those hydraulics that I mentioned, the invisible forces that decide whether someone ever resurfaces again. Don't worry, I have more trauma for you because I talked about my own recovery story, but my family has lived this in a different way too. My grandpa grew up on a reservation in Minnesota. He and his brothers used to swim in the river near their home, a river they knew like the back of their hand. They jump off the same bridge every summer. And then one day, my grandpa's oldest brother jumped in, just like he always did. Same spot, same water, same bridge, same current they'd swum in 100 times. And he never came back up. No warning, no sign. The current took him and kept him under. And my grandpa never forgot that. He has carried that with him his entire life. So when I tell you currents are no joke, I mean it with every fiber of my being. It breaks my heart picturing my grandpa just standing there with his other brothers, waiting and waiting and waiting for his brother, who he looked up to the most, to pop back up. And he never did. And that's why when I talk about these recoveries, funeral professionals going on death calls, we see things most people will literally never understand. And standing there pulling someone from a river or a lake or a shoreline and seeing what the water has done, you will carry that with you forever. It just stays in your bones. Okay, you'd know it wouldn't be a podcast episode. Am I calling this a podcast? No, it's like a, I don't know, Morbid Monday podcast. And you know it wouldn't be one if I didn't research some ghost stories for you or lore. Because a place that sees this much death, according to the tour guide, and he's not lying, this much tragedy, this much unresolved grief, it's bound to have echoes and ghosts. Niagara Falls is one of those places where you can't not think about ghosts. Does anyone else do that, where you go to some really big historical place and you just think of all the ghosts that could be here because you can just feel it in the air? Almost like the air is carrying memories, like the history is just bouncing off the rocks or off the water. I think about that all the time. How many people have stood exactly where I'm standing? How many eyes have seen the same view that I'm looking at? And Niagara Falls radiates that. It feels heavy, charged, like the place remembers. And when you work around death long enough, you start to notice places that hold on to things. Not in a cheesy, like, horror movie way, but in a human way, I'd say. A grief way, a history way. And with everything that has happened there, it'd be strange if the
I was too busy shaking my head and I deserved that death. Anyways, I do not go around wondering how many eyes have been there and if there are ghosts to places. No, I just don't go places where there are ghosts. Easy.
Falls didn't feel that way. So I understand how there's ghost stories from there, is what I'm telling you. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the oldest ghost stories of Niagara Falls, and one of the saddest, is about a young woman from the early 1900s. The versions vary, but the heart of the story always stays the same. They say she came alone before reinforced railings existed. She wore a long white dress that moved in the wind like it belonged to another world. It was dusk, that sherbet orange sky glowing through the mist. A couple passing by saw her standing there perfectly still at the ledge, staring into the water. Not crying, not panicking, just utterly still. And then she stepped forward and disappeared into the mist, into the roar of the water. Ever since, people have reported seeing her, the woman in white, standing near the railing at dusk. She looks so real, you'd swear she was just a tourist. So human, you'd swear you could tap her on the shoulder. But the moment anyone walks towards her, she dissolves into the mist. And recovery workers say they've even seen her down near the rocks during shoreline patrols, only for her to vanish the second they blink. So you're down there doing recovery. You're looking for people that have washed up on shore, and they're seeing her ghost on the shoreline. Oof. There are also smaller, quieter stories that people just can't quite explain. Tourists and staff tour guides have seen a dark shadow drifting through the mist where no person could stand, moving against the current like it has its own agenda. And others swear they've heard a faint "help" or a soft "wait" riding on the wind. These falls are huge and they're loud, and you have to yell to even talk around them if you want your partner that came with you to even hear you. You shouldn't be able to hear any other sounds like that at all. They're not full-on ghost stories, just little cracks in reality and little moments that make your stomach just kind of flip. I thought that was interesting. I can't imagine standing there and hearing "help." You're like, what the f***? Who said that? How did I hear it in a whisper? And what's wild is how these modern ghost stories echo something much older. Because long before Niagara Falls had tour buses and souvenir shops, the indigenous nations who lived here believed the falls were spiritually alive. One of the most famous legends is that of Leilawala, the original Maid of the Mist. The woman the boat ride is named after. In the story, she was a young woman who, after heartbreak, paddled her canoe onto the river seeking answers. As she approached the edge, the thunder god Hino, a protective spirit, caught her in the mist and carried her into a hidden cavern behind the waterfall. In some versions of the story, she becomes a guardian spirit of the falls. In others, she remains protected by one. But every version agrees on the same thing. Her story is one of protection, not fear. So you're not supposed to fear her. And here we go again with the recovery teams. They have seen her. And I refuse to cut this out. I don't care if it sounds redundant because it gives me chills. Recovery teams, some of them who have seen the river on its worst day, say that during particularly dangerous days, they've looked into the mist and seen a woman in traditional indigenous dress standing calmly at the edge. Not frantic, not confused, just watching them. And when they look again, she's gone. She isn't.
How do they pay someone enough in a dress to stand at the edge of Niagara Falls and take take a fucking photo or video of them. Like, I'm sorry, how the fuck do you shit out enough fucking compensation insurance money for the family, hope, wishes, and dreams to get someone to stand that close to the edge of a moving thing of water where erosion is doing fuck knows what and fuck knows when the trimmer's gonna shoot through? Holy fucking cannoli. Y'all would not see me doing anything near the ledge of that thing. I don't give a fuck.
Described like the woman in white. She doesn't feel like a ghost. They say she feels steady, present, and almost protective. I like that one. A protective spirit, just watching out for the people in the falls and the rescuers and the recovery teams. They're more like recovery, they're not really rescuing. And here's where my mortician brain ties it all together, because I've always noticed that places with water deaths feel spiritually heavier. And it's not like mystical, it's emotional. It's like a human feeling. That's how I describe it. When someone dies in water, there's often no closure, no final moment. Oftentimes the family doesn't get a goodbye. Water takes people suddenly and violently, and families wait for answers that sometimes just never come. And that kind of unresolved grief, it clings to a place and it settles into the rocks and it just hangs around in the air or in the mist. Water is powerful, but it's indifferent. It keeps secrets, and it definitely keeps people. And places that keep secrets, they feel haunted, even if you don't believe.
Like, I have not been near the top of Niagara Falls. I've been near the, I've been on a boat near the base of it. And seeing that person at the top by a cliff overlooking Niagara Falls still has me fucking shaking and quivering in my non-existent, not presently on boots because I'm barefoot on my feet on the chair. So that's horrifying. To believe that someone was absolutely paid to go stand at the edge of the fucking falls so someone could take a photo not more than 2 feet from the edge is fucking scary.
In ghosts. Somebody confirm. If you don't believe in ghosts and you're listening to this, or maybe your husband doesn't, or whoever, do they ever talk about or comment how heavy a place might feel? Maybe they're more intuitive than they think that they are. Because when people say Niagara Falls feels heavy or full of presence, I believe them. Because if anywhere in the world has echoes, it's definitely there. So, after everything we've walked through today, the physics, river dangers, trauma, that one lady and her cat who somehow made it, the legends, the ghosts, Niagara Falls hits a little different now, doesn't it? It's beautiful and brutal, spiritual, haunted, dangerous, and you should definitely add it to your bucket list because it's definitely on mine. It's like one of those rare places where nature shows you how absolutely wonderful it can be and how big of a consequence it can be at the exact same time. And as a mortician, I have to respect a place that powerful. All right, Coffin Crew, thank you for wandering through the mist with me today. If you like this deep dive...
I think that's the name of the X-1 episode. No, another one is the Coffin Cure. It's a different one. Never mind. I think the Coffin Cure is something... No. The Coffin Cure is where the scientist goes to Earth to go get medication that's supposed to benefit a dying younger person, but he's so old that they murder him when he gets to Earth because he's past the age of being allowed to be alive.
Into danger and ghosts and history and all things morbid and death. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with your mom, who would absolutely never let you near the railing at the falls. Or maybe your mom just doesn't like morbid stuff, and your dad... No, don't share with your dad. Maybe your best friend. You have to have a morbid best friend, right? And if you don't, I will be your morbid BFF for life, officially, right now. Yay, complete my heart. Anyways, I'm Lauren the Mortician, and trust me, every day's a morbid Monday in my world. Mango, where are you? Mango, you need a mango kiss. Where are you? Mango, where's Mango? Honey, where are you? Mango, she's missing. Wait a minute. You were buried in the blankets. Oh my gosh, I was calling for you and everything and you ignored me. Gotta give them kisses or they can't have a good week. This is Mango, my other morbid best friend, since you're my first best friend. And she always gives you kisses so you have a good morbid week. Oh, and some snores. Okay, love you, bye. Say bye-bye.
Peyton Isabella Leitner.
That was like absolutely charming.
For some reason I have a toilet paper roll here.
Finally, someone brings their dog on camera and lets them lick the microphone at the end of their video. Easy like, easy sub, Lauren the Mortician content, 10 out of 10, absolute fucking banger, a complete fucking win. Y'all, I'll make sure their channel is like clearly dropped in the thing-dinger, McPing-dinger, because that was good. That was good. That was good tint. That was good tint. Surviving Niagara Falls would be scary as fuck, at least for me. Yeah, no, the survival rate is like so low. Like most people who do try to fall down Niagara Falls intentionally, putting themselves in barrels, die. One woman walks out alive and a lot more people end up losing their lives trying to mimic her. Like, I would not expect surviving Niagara Falls to be a thing. Like, if you try to go down Niagara Falls, you're more than likely going to fucking die. There will be no surviving about it. You'll be dead. I'll have to miss you. Funeral home gives a family a brain. Just a brain? I mean, this is obviously a later tense.
I need to talk about.
This is definitely later tense. Just a brain? Okay. I mean, you know, fuck it. If you're gonna go, may as well go getting ahead in life. But I'm not sorry.
Peyton Isabella Lightner.
Oh, for some reason I have a toilet paper.
Oh, probably have some recap of like one of my favorite streams that probably... Oh, Fallen Order? Yes, that one was good. I don't know, like I've been kind of everywhere. I generally go through different Souls games pretty quickly when they come out, if I find myself intrigued. I've been back to Dark Souls 2 recently. I was doing a level 1 run and I kind of just sat it down. I haven't been back on it in a while, so I miss it, but I really want to finish Dark Souls 2 at level 1. It's, people keep telling me that it sounds like subtle masochism, but I think what it sounds like is winning. Not because I'm good, winning. Because I show up and have fun with it. I'm finding a thingy. I'm finding a thingy in the list play. Okay, I'm gonna let this man whinge about, in quotes, ghetto super mayor turns on Democrats for rigging. Because that sounds like a lot of things that are big no shit.
I want to change gears a little bit.
A lot of times the DNC as an organization has different fucking, it does some weird fucking shit, okay? The DNC as an organization and its leadership do some weird shit, but I try to remember to shout out the lovely people in the DNC who don't follow when they try to like say, don't read, don't pay attention, just be lazy. Like, there are people that do stand out against that, and they don't just fall in line with the bullshit. So, I mean, you know, fuck it. I might be one of the few motherfuckers that'll take time to mention that on the internet, but I'm also going to yell at the fact that, like, a lot of the DNC leadership is remarkably inappropriate and should be fucking likely taken to court. Make a point.
There's also been a growing conversation that, back to the Democratic Party we're talking about, that Black Republicans are more professionally and financially successful than Democrats, than Black Democrats. What's your thoughts, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I can see that. I think they got more structured, more strategic, and I think they move a little different because they listen.
What do you mean when you say they listen?
We over talk. Nobody can educate you, because you think you know everything. And that's the problem that people have. And that's why we miss the message. And I think that's what's wrong with America now. We all want to be heard, but no one's pausing to listen. I think I'll say Trump just gave everybody $2,000.
Well, did the $2,000 pass?
Yeah, I heard he did.
I heard it. I didn't hear too much about
it. But I haven't seen nothing yet to say, hey, look what he just did. But that's what everyone's stating. Right. But again, that's what I mean about research. But he got a lot of great ideas, but sometimes people got to just pause on the noise. Y'all distracting us with all this other nonsense that really don't matter to the people. What we care about is what are you doing for the people.
Right.
But you're distracting us with this file, that file, this case. Okay, what we
Release the
gonna
Epstein
do?
files.
Come on, all this time, like, please stop. But that's what they do though. It's a distraction until we wake up and see that it's a distraction to keep us from asking for important things like you just stated.
Right.
When we gonna do that?
I love it. Well said. I like you, Tiffany. Miss Tiffany. Let's change.
All right, guys. So before we get into this video, I want to wish each and every last one of you
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope that you spend a lot of time with your family, eat a lot of good food, have a great Christmas, and just remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Okay, this is the day that we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. And I think it's important that people remember that, right? That, you know, it's not always about the gifts or Santa. It's really about Jesus, okay? And with that being...
Yeah, and again, like Mr. Jesus wasn't actually born near this time of year. However, this is about like celebrating his birth, which again doesn't have to align, right? Like you can celebrate your birthday one day, but your birthday can be a different day. My grandfather's birthday was on Christmas Day, but we never celebrated it on Christmas because, well, then he didn't get anything and everyone else was already spent. So, makes a lot of sense. Just be aware. Also, yeah, I've been whinging about it for a bit and I'll continue to. I stopped having Christmases when I was 10 years old. I don't see why people like gifts for birthdays or Christmas, honestly. Now, if I have kids, I'm gonna definitely make sure they have the option to have these things. But I'm gonna like accept that me as a person, I've always thought that it's frivolous bullshit. And I knew that my mom went well out of her way to make sure I had a future when I was itty bitty, and I find that much more valuable than any nonsense gift. Like, I give other people gifts. I take time to wrap shit for people. I tell people I'm glad for them. I'm really good at picking gifts. I just personally think that it's a fucking wash. That doesn't mean I don't participate in doing stuff for and with folks. Always find a balance.
Being said, again, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. So, let's go ahead and get into our first video for today, featuring Ghetto Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who allegedly is still under FBI investigation. I'm not entirely sure what's happening with that. That investigation started under the Biden administration, and I'm assuming that it is continuing under the Trump administration, but it sounds like Tiffany Henyard is trying to get some type of pardon, right? Or trying to stop the FBI investigation in some way, because she's now coming out and basically trashing Democrats. She's trashing the Democrat Party while praising Trump.
So you certainly landed during a trying time in the world. There's been a lot of
Well, I mean, I do that too. Like, I can glaze the DNC when they do an appropriate thing and like praise Mr. Trump when he does a good thing too. It's considered being a considerate and mindful and aware of the world around you person. It's really not that. To the fact that someone thinks it's like a big what to do is genuinely horrifying, because it should just be how we all are. Be critical of individual things, of individuals. Make sure that you hold them to account when they have to be. Don't let yourself get hoodwinked into just following fucking lines, and just honestly do your own research being the biggest fucking part. And she's right, doing your own research. And doubly right, because I find myself, it like ends with the DNC expressly. I wouldn't say I'm a partisan person at all, but I know the DNC literally pisses me off, and at least I know the RNC will cannibalize itself when it thinks it's fucking up. So like, I'm willing to observe that. And in that, I also can accept that, yeah, no, the DNC preys upon people not fucking reading and doing research, inclusive of their other members, such as other representatives of your states and your cities. They benefit from, like, the leadership benefits from motherfuckers who don't read.
Conversation lately about members of the Black community leaving the Democratic Party.
Ooh.
Yes, that has been that's been the topic of the day on social media, like in the podcast world. Have you heard anything about that?
Oh yes, they talking, honey.
They are
talking.
They are talking. What's your thoughts about that?
I'm really, really happy that people are entertaining the conversation. I really want people to educate themselves so they understand who does what, how it works, and what's the process.
Right.
Because everybody's...
Oh my gosh, this person is correct. Knowing who does what and what the process is so important. That's literally how you can identify overcommitting and underdelivering before you find yourself at the end of it. The biggest example being Zoran Mandani, promising to do X and Y with taxes, but literally not having the power in his office to do this, or with fucking transportation. He's not the fucking head of transportation for the city of New York. He has no fucking play there. But if people know how that fucking works, they won't get hoodwinked by stupid shit. And it's so bare minimum, and I hate to say it if someone here doesn't actually do the bare minimum research, and I'm harping on the phrase bare minimum, and it sounds like I'm talking down to you, but it is the bare minimum, so pick yourself up. Drag yourself up. I believe in you. Enable yourself to succeed. Don't be the reason that your children are downtrodden. Don't be the reason your grandkids suffer. Just fucking read.
Pointing the finger at they did it, left, right, okay, whatever. Right. But no one's coming with facts. People just talking because they don't like someone. I want people this time around to actually go do your research. Then you can speak with facts and not fictional.
Well, one thing that
I fucking love her. She just said, I want you to go inform yourself and come with facts. And if you don't like someone after you have facts, then you can bitch all you want. But if you don't have that, then you can just shut the fuck up and go learn. She said it a lot kinder than I will. Holy fuck, y'all. Shout the fuck out. That's good behavior.
A lot of people is that a lot of people are saying that people keep voting for Democrats or keep voting Democrat, but the Democrats aren't doing anything for the black community.
That's true.
So
I lived it. That's true.
You lived it. You mean
I lived it because I am a Democrat. I ran as a Democrat, and if you go check my voting record, that's what I always pull, a Democrat ballot. And Democrats really need some help, and I'm here to say it proudly that a lot of them don't belong in the seats that they're in. Residents have to really research them and stop listening because they say they're a Democrat, don't mean they for you. They're normally for themselves. You have to really pay attention and change the narrative that we see right now.
Right.
Because right now, Republicans are doing a good job to me. This is my opinion.
No, of course.
Everybody got their own opinion.
Everyone has their own opinion.
What, when, where. I'm only speaking because I lived it. By me being a Democrat and my very own.
I mean, she is right. The RNC is doing a really, really good fucking job right now, like not pissing me the fuck off. And like the DNC is sitting with the bulk of my ire towards most of like indignation and fucking laziness in humanity. And it's not all of it. There's some to be spread around. There's members of like the, there's like Kash Patel, for instance, makes attestations about documents he doesn't read in front of Congress, goes and makes a testimony, then says he doesn't read them. So then how the fuck are you going to make an attestation about what's in the document? Like my fucking ire drips pure for everyone who doesn't fucking read. That's what I don't like. I don't like people who don't read. I don't like ignorant little bitches who try to run their fucking lazy piss fuck mouths so fucking much it ruins the world and detracts from it for everyone else who gives a fuck. But I tolerate them and I'll see them learn. So help me Cthulhu.
The ones that was attacking me.
Right.
And they're Democrats.
Right.
So make it make sense. And then once they got the seat, they did nothing for the people. So
and you mean the seat back home where you're
back
from?
Back home in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, in Illinois, yes.
So what's your thoughts right now on Donald Trump's and the way his campaign is going for the United States?
Well, I think that, again, people should educate themselves before judging. Because a lot of time people always judge a book by its cover. You got to open it up and read.
Right.
If you read, you will find out other truths that is not.
Oh, you'd asked about one of my favorite streams, like a recap of one of my favorite streams since you've been gone. Literally reading HB 1 of the 119th Congress live on stream, just ripping open the fucking big beautiful bill and informing myself before I ran my whore mouth. Like that is definitely one of my favorites.
Not being broadcast by the fake news. So
I love that. Everybody, I pulled up some of his key achievements. So we're gonna break this down.
Okay.
While we're diving into all things Donald Trump. And these are a few of his key recent achievements.
Okay.
One, the most big thing is the one big beautiful bill, where he's allegedly delivering one of the largest tax cuts in history. Another thing is reducing the federal workforce. Something else I found was tightening up border and immigration enforcement, where he declared a national emergency at the border. And lastly, he's working on a Golden Dome missile defense system. So some analysts argued that they don't necessarily help the people, while some are skeptical and some are saying that these type of things that he's doing are only going to help the rich. get ahead. So my question to you is, do you think any of the key achievements I just listed are going to leave a good mark in history for his campaign as for really helping not the rich but the working class people?
I do. I think Trump means well, and I think he does a great job on giving back to the people. I really do. In the bill, he had other things that give people tax breaks. I did read over it. And I think that, again, if people educate themselves, they will find what I'm finding instead of listening to somebody that just don't like someone just because of what you heard about, but don't even know if it's true. You know? So
I hate that. I'm a researcher. I'm not gonna be the one to not like somebody because of what the media or what anybody is saying.
That's what they do.
Child, that's childish.
That's a hate campaign.
That's definitely we don't do hate campaigns at Live Lucretia, honey. We go off the heart.
Yes, that part.
One thing that's
Yeah, so you saying that, you heard that. Now, I just want to be the first to say, right? I just want to be the first to say, Tiffany Henyard, remain a Democrat. Stay a Democrat, okay? I don't mean no harm.
Yeah, no, she needs to stay a Democrat because she will fix the party. Like, honestly, she needs to stay in the DNC and I have more people I can shout out. Like, actually, she needs to. Like, holy shit, they need her. AOC's like, how do we make more social media? Maybe we need to censor what people can say online because some truths shouldn't be said in public. No, let the one that wants to read. Let the one that wants to fucking read and learn. Let the one that's not trying to dumb it down for you, baby. Let the one who wants to fucking read, flourish, and thrive. Gut the whole fucking party. Give me 50 clones of her. Just like clone troopers lined up. I'll be fucking happier. Everyone will be safer. I'll be happier. And I'm not saying that me being unhappy makes everyone unsafe. But maybe me being unhappy does make people a little less safe.
But I just don't think that you are the right messenger. I don't think we need any more, right? I don't think we need any more of your type on our side, right? Again, I'm not trying to be mean to the woman. I'm just saying, I just think it's best for Tiffany Henyard, stay over there. Continue to trash Democrats, okay? But you don't need to switch parties, right? You just need to remain a Democrat and, you know, try to fix your party, right? I just personally believe that that's probably a better place for her, right? I would much rather have somebody like her representing Democrats than for her to, you know, come to the other side, so to speak, right? If she's going to stay on that side and trash Democrats, great, right? If she's going to praise black Republicans, right? If she's going to praise Trump, you know, hey, I really don't have a problem with it. I just don't know if she's the right messenger, right? I just feel weird about this because I'm like, you know, I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of stuff that you're saying, but at the same time, I know the type of person that you are, right? Just based off all of the news stories that I've covered about this woman allegedly wasting tax dollars, stealing tax dollars, really, from her own constituents in order to fund an extravagant lifestyle. We're talking about trips to Vegas and all types of other stuff that she was doing with the funds. I mean, she was essentially...
Okay, if she actually did misuse campaign funds, that's fucked up. If she's misused funds during her administration, that's fucked up. But honestly, I would rather do what I prefer to do and do what she would likely agree with me on, of go do my own fucking research before I jump to a conclusion. So I'll do that at some point when I feel like it. After stream, I'm probably gonna make something cozy to eat, so not tonight.
Actually running Dalton like a trap house, right? That's what she was doing, right? So, you know, it's one of those things I'm just like, I really don't like this. I really don't like it. Like, this just makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel weird because I'm like, I get why she's mad at Democrats because let's be real, Democrats are the ones that kind of got her out of there, right? I mean, the dude that beat her in the township election for Thornton, yeah, he was a Democrat, right? She's also claiming that that election was stolen from her.
People that took the when you stepped down, did somebody take over the pantry back in Illinois?
Well, I didn't step down. I lost my seat over in Illinois, and basically it's a different person that stole the election. So all the stuff that, I will say this about Trump, that Trump states, fake news, election rigging, stealing seats, it is happening. Because it's happening in Illinois. And I was right there to see it at the caucus in December of 2024, where a person came and stole the election. They didn't even let the people in to vote.
What?
Yes, it was voter suppression at its worst. The news covered it, they saw it all, but guess what? No one did anything. People signed affidavits saying they wanted their vote to count, did not count. And that person just stole the seat.
Those are very shocking revelations. So
Yes.
What can we do about that?
Well, the people got to stand up. They got to take a stance, and they can't go mute. They have to come together as a whole, not just 1, 2, 3, 100, 200. It has to be thousands of people to take a stance against corruption, against election rigging. That's why it's a lot of things that Trump say. He's right on point.
Right.
Because I've seen it and I lived it.
I want to go back a little bit about the stealing of the seats back home. So you're saying the person who's in office now back in your city where you came from, you don't think he got that position fair and square?
And I know he did not get that seat fair and square.
Okay.
I know that for a fact because my name was part of being chosen as the supervisor and several other people that want to put their name in the hat. A caucus. A caucus is where people go and they have one day where the residents come out and they can vote for who they want to place on the ballot. That's how they used to do it way back yonder.
Right.
And now they brought that same thing back and they had people in the building that was not registered to vote, did not live in Thornton Township, and basically they was in there voting. And that's what I mean by what Trump's saying is true. That is happening in the Democrat Party.
Oh, Lord. Is that what drove you to leave the city and come to Atlanta, or was that part of it?
Well, yes, that's part of it. Basically, I came here for opportunity and growth and basically have a better opportunity for our kids.
Yeah, so again, I get the angle, right? I kind of get why she's saying what she's saying. She's currently under FBI investigation. She knows that the president or the Trump Justice Department has the ability to stop that investigation, okay? She could potentially be going to prison. I think she should be in prison. And also on top of that, she's salty about the fact that she lost her elections, okay? She lost the mayor election for Dalton. She lost the Thornton Township election, which, you know, I mean, hey, again, you know, she claims that those elections were stolen from her, particularly the Thornton one, by a Democrat. So I kind of get why she's saying what she's saying. She has a bone to pick with the Democrat Party, right? And I think praising Trump is a way in which she can kind of get back at the Democrats, okay? Exposing Democrats, in which, again, you know, hey, I'm not going to say that she's lying about her allegations that, you know, Democrats like to play with elections, right? Yeah, I think that there's some truth to that, right? I think that some of the things that she's saying is grounded in truth, even though she's a big liar. Some of the stuff she's saying, I'm like, okay, well, you might have a point there. But regardless, she should not be let off, right? That's the whole point of this video. If the Trump DOJ is, you know, still investigating this woman, which I'm sure they are. I mean, you know, I don't know what has come of that, but I'm assuming something's going to happen soon. Who knows? But yeah, do not let this woman off, right? Please do not let this woman off, okay? She has to be held accountable, okay? Because to me, it seems like she's saying this stuff because she's trying to get revenge on Democrats and she's also trying to get off, right? She's currently under investigation and she needs a pardon, right? She needs the investigation to end. She also, again, doesn't like the fact that Democrats turned on her. I mean, you guys remember Lori Lightfoot come.
Like, if she stands by what she believes in, she'll not try to subvert the investigation. She'll lean on it to exonerate her. Honest and earnest investigations are never a problem, so I'd like to see if that comes through, how it goes, and how she also takes it as a person. Because at the end of that, I want to see that if she stands on business or not. Because I do want to be able to shout out more members of the DNC. Meanwhile, I have fucking AOC and Bernie sitting around absolutely peddling misinformation about HB1 of the 119th Congress, thinking they're cool, too cool to stink. while Bernie Sanders puts his head in his lap and AOC just starts pantomiming to the crowd. So honestly, I would like her to, like, if she can be exonerated, if it turns out that she was just a member of a frame job, you know what? Good for her. If she ends up guilty, but she's still right in this one, well, she does have a point here. And so maybe she'll be guilty, but she has a point. I don't fucking know. It's nice seeing her be correct about this, especially when so much of the DNC leadership, again, see Mr. Sanders and Ms. Cortez, yeah, entirely reprehensible shitbags that lie and fucking misrepresent literature in hopes that their constituents don't read it and call them on it. And if they do, they kind of benefit from people calling people that are critical of the DNC something that they aren't. Like, if someone ever tries to give me a fucking bipartisan alignment, I'm gonna fucking mollywop them in the fucking little groin, because I don't even give a fuck about partisanship. I think it's a fucking wash. And yet motherfuckers are lazy and want to fucking class everything as something that fits into a neat little fuckballs box. Compartmentalization is for other aspects of life that you can control, not other people.
Coming in to do the independent audit / investigation. Yeah, I mean, a lot of what happened to her was because of Democrats. So I get the angle. I understand why she's saying the things that she's saying. I just don't think that this should be enough to get her off. I think that she's saying it because she doesn't want to go to jail, right? And this is desperation. This is her trying to essentially say, hey, you know, Trump good, Democrats bad, right? Please let me off. And I hope it doesn't work, right? She should not be let off. She needs to be held accountable, okay, for what happened to her constituents, okay? It's one thing to sit here and talk about what the Democrats are doing or what they're not doing for black folks, right? But at the same time, she screwed over a lot of black people, at least according to the black people in that township, right? In that city, in that town, she screwed over a lot of black people. She wasted a lot of their tax dollars. And I think that she should be held accountable for it. So, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.
Oh, for some reason I have a toilet paper.
Yeah, you best believe that's a
What's our timestamp at? 2:10?
real title right there. There is legitimate drama with Ice Spice and the SpongeBob movie. Some of you may have heard her hit new song, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants Okay. She is in the new SpongeBob film, and she went to a premiere event for it and chose very interesting accoutrements where she is now facing a lot of heat because this is a kid's movie and she's got her bikini bottoms fully out here. This clip is pure poetry though, that much I will admit. This is at the premiere, and the Patrick costume, his eyes make it look like he's going, "Auga, auga," to Ice Spice's bare butt cheeks out in the wind right there. Looking like Patrick Starr's discovering that mayonnaise might actually be an instrument. Now,
I don't care if this is her version of modest. She's dressed up like a whore. Sorry, let me just say that clearly. She's dressed like a whore in front of a middle space where children should be allowed to be safely, and instead she's being a fucking whore. So the middle space is now corrupted and tainted by her whoring ass.
You're not going to believe this. If you're standing up, you need to sit down. There were children at the premiere for the SpongeBob movie. Can you believe it? A kids movie having kids in attendance for the premiere? Who would have thought? So a lot of people are criticizing this choice of outfit as inappropriate. And I agree. I think it's a really weird choice to wear a sheer dress with a thong where your entire ass is out at the premiere for a kids movie to an event that is attended by kids. I don't know what goober signed off on this wardrobe choice, but he was getting a little too goofy there. It is, I think, a pretty baffling decision. And speaking of baffling, you know what else is going to bog?
You know, Tactical Templar is going to lose his shit. He's been on a roll of ragging on Charlie for capitulating to what he considers the degenerate left. But nowadays, he's going to have to fucking suck that little shit up and call Mr. fucking Penguin Zero based as fuck for this take. He's not letting the fucking prostitution in front of children slide today. Woo-wee!
your mind is the incredible Christmas sale at GamerSupps that starts today. You get a free gift with every tub, so go to gamersupps.gg and use code MOIST. There's a link in the description. Get some goof juice. It'll help elevate your game. Ice Spice might even fall in love with you if you do. And I want to immediately come in here and lat spread real quick and dispel a rumor that I'm seeing taken hold, an insidious fib that's a load of dirty barnacles that a lot of people are sharing as though it's the truth, where there are people unironically claiming that Ice Spice didn't wear this to an event that was attended by children. She wore this to a SpongeBob 18 plus only influencer event for the SpongeBob film. Even just saying that sentence burns my lips. Like, hey pal, did you just blow in from Stupid Town? You think there is a SpongeBob 18 plus only event? That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What the truth is that she wore this to an event for the SpongeBob movie that was attended by influencers, but it was not exclusively for 18 plus. There's pictures of her in this outfit at this event with children, like this right here. Apparently that is a 15-year-old influencer that she took this photo with. There is even video where she is talking to a room about the SpongeBob film, and you can see a bunch of kids in the audience, and she is wearing this dress.
Sorry, I'm out of breath. Yeah, enjoy it. I've never seen the film, so this will be my first time too.
There's a couple other clips of her talking, and you can see that there are kids there. So I don't know where this lie is coming from, that it's only 18 plus at the Ice Spice SpongeBob premiere event. That is the most out-
I have to toss y'all on AFK tent for a bit. My one friend is calling. I gotta see if she's okay. I have to, like, pause play button. No, I can't. I have to do this.
Beneath your paychecks.
Now I have to.
As long as you're fed.
Vegeta, you can't tell us not to care about money when you've been literally sponsored all your life. You were a prince, then Frieza's prodigy, and now you're the in-law of the richest family on Earth. You're in no position to come down here and tell those of us who are struggling that we shouldn't care about it.
The same tired argument. You're rich, so you don't understand. Pathetic. Money might not have been my problem, but don't you dare tell me I've never suffered. I know what it means to be broken, to be humiliated, to have everything stripped away.
Oh, he does.
And yet, I stood
He didn't
back
give
up.
a fuck.
Not because it was easy.
Wait, no. He didn't stand up for anything. No. He didn't do that till he at least had a son. And in one whole universe where Cell eradicated everything, he didn't do it for his son. He, like, died in the universe that Cell fucking won in without absorbing the androids. So that universe where he didn't absorb where Cell didn't absorb androids, Vegeta was dead. Okay? He didn't do it for anybody. He was selfish then. He had a baby. He didn't really talk to his person about much. He just went and served himself constantly. Like, his service wasn't for Frieza at that point. He would, like, when he was fucking around after Frieza's fucking shit, bro, holy fuck. He was still filled with fucking hate after he thought Frieza was dead. Like, Cooler comes down after Frieza's death, and he's still fucking on some shit. He's like, nah, brah, nah, dude, no, you man,
Because I had pride. You say you heal people, then heal yourself first. Rip out the cowardice inside you.
Valid.
Every soldier you mend makes Frieza stronger. Every life you save fuels the Empire's slaughter. You're not saving lives. You're trading a few survivors for millions dead. My second claim is that the Frieza Empire is the reason our universe is in such a miserable state.
Hard to believe. You fought gods, demons, creatures that could erase existence itself. And you really saying that Frieza is worse than all of them?
Yes, I am. Those cosmic threats came and went, but none of them chained entire generations in fear the way Frieza did. Frieza wasn't just bad for populations on a personal level. He was poison to the universe itself. He is the reason our universe is ranked so low.
If that's true, then how do you explain that our universe was ranking better during Frieza's reign?
That's just a lie.
That's facts. Even your god's friend admitted that the fall of the Frieza Force lowered our universe standing. What's...
Caltrans noted that the fall of Frieza's empire reduced Universe 7's power level, not its morale, not its mortal level, the latter. Quality of life and development among ordinary beings is what determines the universe's official ranking. Okay, cool beans. So not the power of the martial forces, but the national happiness index of the universe.
What matters is that people across the galaxy say their lives was harsher and their Frieza, yes, but at least they were stable. They had structure.
Surveys did indicate that some populations felt life under Frieza was, in quotes, better. Closer inspection revealed most respondents defined better, in quotes, as being alive at all. I mean, there were whole fucking like whole societies that Frieza would like keep like not just Frieza, like did Bardock Frieza, like not Bardock. Who the fuck was doing this? Hold on. One sec. Like cool beans. So there were whole populations that yeah, no, that fucking no, that Vegeta and Nappa were helping keep alive purely to enslave them. Not even Bardock. No, like Prince Vegeta and Nappa were using them to like the fuck, they were being slave labored. Like the fuck? He directly reaps the benefit of slave labor. By the way, like again, like he's saying he's changed. That's fine. Okay, maybe he did. Fine. But like his analysis is still a little bit fucking like he's still a fucking little like he is a pampered fucking prince, okay? He's not gonna get over that one. And he's not getting it over on them. Nor on us. We're up. We know his fucking shit. My pause play button doesn't work. Life. Ugh.
Compared to the chaos after his fall, they were better off.
Better off. Better off under a tyrant who committed genocide for amusement. The only ones who missed.
Okay, but in Elden Ring lore, Queen fucking America had done the same thing. She did it for vanity, but she also learned how to fucking regret it. Does that mean that because, like, Queen America genocided the Giants, the Albinurics, okay, she enabled a system that entirely predated upon Albinurics because under the consideration they didn't fucking matter because they wouldn't have fucking, like, they weren't made of, since they weren't made of the Erd tree, they didn't have worth, right? So we look at it under her fucking auspice for just a second. I'm distracted by my desire to say fuck Queen America, fuck the Golden Order, fuck the Erd Tree Federation. I'm sorry, I got occluded by fucking rage. What was I saying? Oh yeah, fuck Queen America and fuck the fucking shitty fucking whore of a man she married. I can't believe that I came back to past me from that video saying fuck Queen America and fuck the shitty whore of a man she has, but like that is honestly how I feel. Valid. I had to wish my friend a Merry Christmas and the same to her family. So, sorry, not sorry, but I will yell at y'all to make time to 5 fucking fiscal minutes in which you just need to tell someone that you know you love them and appreciate them, and if it's an appropriate person to say it to. Like, I will rag on that one streamer for saying $5 fucking at the same time as telling you all, just like spend 5 minutes telling the homies you love them or some shit. It's important. Check on the homies. Love them dearly. Keep their hearts close. All right, back to the video. Back to the video. Let's fucking go.
Outlandish statement ever. I don't know where that information came from. Maybe Plankton's trying to toss around a bunch of horseradish, but wherever it started, the genesis, it's not true. They're schmeckeldorfing you with it. I don't think there's a chance for a misunderstanding where it's supposed to be an 18+ only SpongeBob event, but they were letting kids in anyway with, like, their parental supervision. I doubt it. Because why would there even be an 18+ SpongeBob event for the SpongeBob movie, which is a family-friendly children's film? Why would they host an exclusively adult-only SpongeBob event? That would be really confusing. That would be an interesting choice. But again, based on all the evidence I can see from her talking to this room, as well as like the pictures she took with kids, I think I could say with a high level of confidence that this was an event attended by children and she decided to wear this outfit, which I do not think is appropriate here. I think it's a really weird, peculiar choice of dress for her for an event like this, a kids movie, a kids premiere. It's just not the time nor the place to be wearing a see-through dress and a thong, having your whole keister out. Like, imagine—
I mean, honestly, there isn't really a single place outside of your own bedroom where you should be wearing a see-through thong with your keister out. Like, there is no public event that you could tell me is worth attending dressed like that. And this is coming from the dumb bitch that wears pajamas sometimes outside. Like, bro, I will wear leggings or pajamas and go places where I should look like all serious, delirious Tiberius. And I am the one saying that this is too much. I am she who knocks, wearing pajamas while canvassing.
Imagine I was voicing a character in the new Bluey film, right? I'm playing Bluey in Bluey the big budget blockbuster feature film, and I get invited out to the Bluey world premiere, and I scoot in sideways, get out of my car in a banana hammock, and I'm just screaming, Bluey for life, yeah! That'd be some freaky shit, because it's just not appropriate attire for a kid's event to be wearing some shit like that. And I've seen some delusional takes on this, by the way. I saw some people trying to argue that what she's wearing is very in line for the SpongeBob cartoon itself, where like Patrick will have his butt out, or like SpongeBob's butt, and it's like, well, what's the big deal if Ice Spice does it too with her tuchus? And I have to wonder if you need to be institutionalized if you're actually trying to argue that. That is such a crazy thing to compare a cartoon gag moment with butt to a real-life person going to a kid's event with her ass out. And this is a performer who is well known for sexual content in the first place. I think it's a very odd fit to have her be in the film in the first place. I said that the second that song dropped, I thought it was odd that they choose Ice Spice to do the big guy pants okay stuff when one of Ice Spice's biggest shticks, like her main thing and something she herself talks about, is how overtly sexual she is in her lyricism, in her dancing, and in her attire. It is weird that they'd even choose Ice Spice in the first place for it, but even going beyond that, the fact that she—
Oh, they intentionally chose Ice Spice to even be featured in the film? For, like, bro, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't be introducing people with highly sexualized music in front of children. Maybe you should be removed from the network, and maybe it would not be the first time that Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon had a weird sex scandal with inappropriate adults around children.
She still maintains that at a kid's premiere is just not appropriate. And it's not comparable to SpongeBob or Patrick having a gag moment with their butt. That is a crazy thing to try and compare a cartoon to real life like that. That is unhinged lunacy, and you need to be evaluated. Then I also saw a lot of people saying, well, if you have an issue with this, you must have an issue with the beach too, because there's girls in bikinis at the beach. What if a kid sees that at the beach, huh? Where's the outrage there? And that is also a weak, stupid argument. That is swimming attire at a place where swimming takes place. Let's say there's an Arthur event coming up and they want to get excited about Arthur coming back, so they bring out a bunch of kids to a big premiere event and they bring out their celebrity speaker and they come out wearing a bikini. That's inappropriate. That's weird. Why did they decide to wear a bikini to a kid's event? There's no swimming or anything taking place. That doesn't check out. That's fucking peculiar. That's inappropriate. It's just that simple. I don't think this is that deep. I don't see how there's any kind of like debate. You can easily just recognize that maybe dressing like this for a kid's movie and a kid's premiere event just doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not a good idea. And I saw people trying to argue that this is like one of her more modest fits, so she should be applauded for that. You're really going to—
Anyone that's applauding her for having a more modest fit than before is a fucking tragic simp that needs to shut up, be shut down. And I can agree with Mr. Moisty Boy on this one. Institutionalized wouldn't be a bad fucking idea, more than likely. No, not saying I can not their care provider. I don't know what the fuck they go through. But I know as a member of society, I know what I want. And I'm not their care provider. I don't have to deal with them when society tells them there are consequences for your fucking actions that may not be in line with what's best for you. But I am a member of society. And I think what's best for society is the removal of that motherfucker. Let's fucking go.
To sit there and try and tell me with a straight face that there is literally nothing else she can wear. It has to be like really revealing with her whole ass out type clothes. I find that hard to believe. Surely there were other wardrobe options, I would imagine, that would have made far more sense for an event like this.
I mean, but now if we're talking about Ice Spice's wardrobe, you might as well call it a wardrobe. But
Anyway, just a pretty wacky situation here that I wanted to yap about a little bit. That's about it. See ya.
Alright, this video is indeed called the male Instacart shopper problem, and I've like had a dude help with groceries before, and I'm just gonna say he got all the wrong shit and he gave a vegan bitch whole milk something. And even if I weren't a vegan bitch, can I be honest, I would have probably fucking like had a retching stomach and began puking anyway, for reasons, least of which that milk is comprised of mucus, least of which though that one comes to mind now, but it didn't at the time. That like, you know, milk is like mostly mucus, like breast milk is mucus, and like everything's mucus. Okay, cool. Now your whole body's lubricated with fucking mucus and blood, so you have no room to talk, and neither do I. It's just like, I'm just sitting here like, bruh, it's not even that would have got me. It's literally the fucking easily upsetty spaghetti tummy that my father would occasionally slip an egg or like milk to, and what would happen? I would be farting all day. I'd go to school, try to learn, and I'd get made fun of for farting all day. Thanks, Dad. Dick.
You're going to regret this, BoJack Horseman.
Oh, really? I'm gonna regret buying muffins? Why, do they got a lot of saturated fat in them?
Oh man, they do have a lot of saturated fat. Why don't I buy these?
Don't judge me for the BoJack clip for this video. To my defense, they don't really grocery shop that much in the show. Today, we are going to be talking about Instacart and how terrible the service is. No, it's not bad. It's not a bad service in theory. If everybody was competent and everyone knew what they were doing and everybody could do their jobs correctly and everybody was nice and not mean and annoying and stupid and dumb, the world would be a better place. Unfortunately, that's not the world that we live in.
Well, that's the most base statement I've ever heard. If everyone wasn't mean and stupid and dumb, the world would be a better place, but that's not what we have. Yeah. People don't read bills before they talk about them. People cast misinformation left and right. People are too lazy to fucking read. Am I still mad about fucking representatives in the DNC not reading? Bro, I've been mad at Maxine Waters now going on nearly 6 fucking years. I have been pissed at that fucking shitty shit-licking dick bob of a fucking cunt hoe for 5, almost 6 fucking years because she wanted to sign a bill before she read it. Damn right. Yeah, damn right. Every fucking year someone makes the 6 years longer. It was gonna take me 15, 20 fucking years to cool down off of one bitch not reading. Now I've got several, and Kash Patel's not gonna get out of it either, cause motherfucker wants to speak about documents he doesn't fucking read and make fucking testimony to Congress about shit he doesn't fucking read. So it's a bipartisan people. I'm coming for all of you. Batten down your hatches, close your buttholes. This Catholic bitch is about to fucking tell you what the poop hole loophole really looks like.
So Instacart, it is an app, a website, whatever, who cares? Instacart is a service that you can use if you would like to have somebody go grocery shopping for you. It's kind of like door dashing, but instead of getting a Chipotle bowl, you're getting the ingredients for said Chipotle bowl. I've never personally used Instacart. I don't like relying on other people to do things for me because if you want things done right, you got to do it yourself. But I understand why Instacart is.
Oh, she just broke my heart. She said if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. And this is the mindset that rules my life. You know, I always say it's important to like not let shit rule your life. I'm gonna be honest, that one does rule my life. If you want something done right, do it your fucking self. I stand by it. It is fucking true. I think so. Maybe that's just an opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments.
Very beloved. This is just a great resource for people who are too busy to do their own groceries. Maybe they physically cannot get their own groceries. Today, we will be talking about specifically male Instacart shoppers. I don't know much about Instacart, but the things I do know about Instacart, the one big thing I know about Instacart is that once you realize that your Instacart shopper is a dude, it's wraps. Prepare to not get anything that you asked for. The horror stories never ending. I am fascinated by them. So I went down this rabbit hole thanks to this one TikTok, like it was a 2-part TikTok series of a woman pulling up to the grocery store to confront her Instacart shopper because she could see through the app, because they're kind of giving you updates in the app, like letting you know, like, hey, I found this, I found that, got this, got that.
I don't use Instacart, so I don't know about this. Like, they give you updates and they'll tell you what they got. That's pretty dope, I guess. I don't know. I mean, like, if you intercept bad decisions, I mean, that sounds pretty dope.
Don't have what they're looking for in the store, they can offer substitutions. She noticed that her Instacart shopper, who was a man, was doing a terrible job. She bought $500 worth of groceries through Instacart, which is a lot of items if you're doing the math here. I don't know about you guys, for $500, that's a lot of money. She was watching this guy go through her Instacart list, and she noticed one big red flag was that he got the ice cream very early on in the list, and so the ice cream was sort of melting as he was
Y'all really think that half the population couldn't be trusted to pick up a fucking carton of milk, right? Because I feel like it's 70%. I feel like with the current understanding that most people going through college these days have a second grade reading level because of poor education platform for planning, I feel like it's probably 70% of the population's gonna fuck up going to the store and getting even fucking milk for you. So, that's horrifying. Anyways, I keep reading. I'll be running for House and or fucking Congress one day. I mean, fuck it. I like reading. Just getting in good with my future constituents now. Let's fucking get it. Let's go.
Cruising around the store getting the other things, and she was like, oh no, this is unacceptable.
I'm going to pull up on my Instacart shopper. I don't understand what be wrong with y'all half the fucking time, bro. I'm out of French toast sticks. The store out of French toast sticks. Why would you sub it for mozzarella sticks? Why? Why? That don't make no sense. They out of French toast sticks in that brand, get another brand. Now, motherfucking the ground turkey out, 2 packs of ground turkey out, you want to give me a pack of chicken strips. That ain't even the same shit, bro. I'm pissed off right now. I'm pulling up at motherfucking Publix right now. Cause what the fuck are you doing? You got 69 items left to shop and you already shopped for my ice cream. What are you doing?
Lil bro got in her car to go roll up on this person shopping for her because the first thing they got was ice cream? I would do that too. Honestly, I'd probably start warming up the fucking orbital fucking missile cannon and just glassing the whole Publix at that point. But you know, to each their own, that's fine.
You really have melted ice cream. Like, feel it. Feel ice cream. Feel it. Just feel it. Feel it. It's melted. But you still have 69 items left to shop. That's what I'm saying. Instacart gotta do better. You got all my frozen items in this car. I don't understand. Why? Why do you have all my frozen items in this cart and you still got so much to shop? This makes no sense.
Alright, I know dudes that shop really well. This is not a dude shopper problem. This is a dumbass shopper problem. Like, this is a motherfuckers don't know that you put that when I used to face shit at the fucking store, I would put the fucking newest shit in the back so it stays good the longest. It's like motherfuckers that don't know what it is to work in a fucking little fucking convenience store, not knowing how to find fresh produce kind of shit. It's the kind of people that don't know why the blueberries in the back are better kind of shit. It's when you don't know that you shouldn't get frozen items first, you might actually be the reason I'm afraid of humanity. Well, I've always been afraid of the human uprising, and for good reason.
Y'all just don't give a fuck about people's stuff. Telling you what to get, and you're still ordering what you want to order. That's why I came to the store.
You cancel the order, no problem.
No, you cancel it.
Yes, I'll keep with you.
Because I'm not. Bro, you got 69 items to shop, and you got ice cream in the buggy. No problem. Yes, you have ice cream in the buggy. It's melted. It's melted. Look at this. The ice cream's melted.
Yeah.
And you think I'm supposed to take this? I'm texting you and I'm telling you what to do, and you're still getting what you want me to get. It's my money.
Here's the thing about canceling an Instacart order. If you cancel it, like if you are the one ordering the stuff off of Instacart and you cancel it, I think there's like some sort of fee. Let me look into it before I just totally just talk out of my ass. But I heard that it's more of a penalty on the user than it is on the shopper if you cancel an Instacart order. So according to this random Reddit user, because I trust them with my life, you usually get a refund for the price of the items, but Instacart will make you pay for the service fee and the delivery fee and any other extra add-ons because Instacart has already paid someone to go to the store and shop the order. Either way, you're paying. Maybe not the full price, of course, but like you're still having to pay for it if you cancel an order. There might also be penalties to your account. I'm not entirely sure. And there is a part 2.
Y'all kill me acting like y'all can't speak English when y'all get caught doing dumb shit. That shit's fucking annoying. You have ice cream in the buggy and you still got 69 items to shop. Make it make sense. I'm not taking this order. So you might as well stop shopping it.
Yeah, as mad as she sounds, I promise you, I would have come with more anger. Like, y'all, food is like, okay, think of it this way. Never waste food. Imagine growing up fucking broke as fuck and not wanting to waste food. That shit's precious. And now you're fucking trusting someone with 69 items at a fucking store, and the first thing they do is waste food and waste money. This motherfucker needs to be broken across somebody's fucking knee. Their mother should have beat them when they were younger. And I'm not here to fucking be like, oh, beat your children, it'll make them strong. Because it fucking won't. It'll break them. But maybe some should be broken.
Might as well put them groceries back, because I'm not getting it. I'm not taking this order. You're not bringing me this order. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. You got me fucked up.
He did not want to cancel on his app because it goes against you after you have already accepted it, like another app, I'm guessing. But I cannot cancel, and I did not want him shopping for me anymore.
The man has left the fucking store. He's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I would have just taken his phone out of his fucking grubby ass fucking hands and canceled the order for him. I wouldn't have given a fuck. He can call the police after that. Watch what I fucking do. I will say that I was negotiating with a terrorist the only way I fucking can by not.
You're leaving the store. What do you mean? You can't do nothing. Instacart? What do you mean? He's right here. You need to cancel the order. You need to cancel the order.
Bro, this man was trying to sexually assault my food. I got proof. He got the ice cream first. I had to intervene. It was life or death. If I didn't step between it, it would have gotten worse. He was trying to commit an assassination against my food. Man was in the grassy knoll trying his fucking best, and I'm not letting one more fucking Dead Kennedy's pun get dropped in the Big 25. Holy fuck, bro. No, just take his phone, cancel it, don't smash his phone. But I'm angry. Smash his fucking phone and leave him destitute, broken, and not able to fuck up anyone else's order for a fucking week while he scrabbles together enough fucking change to get a new fucking phone. Fuck this piece of shit. Holy fuck, no.
So that's a more recent example of a male Instacarter. Again, this was what triggered my whole rabbit hole deep dive into this. Her story is not unique. I've heard so many stories of people randomly, they'll come on the internet and they're like, yeah, I got a male Instacart shopper and this is what he was trying to do to my order. And it's terrible. Every single time. It really blows my mind how comically bad they are at doing their jobs because nobody's forcing y'all to do it.
So I was scrolling on Twitter and I had to post this because
I mean, the economy is forcing these guys to do it. But again, like, being bad at groceries isn't intrinsic of having a penis between your legs. And being good at groceries doesn't require you have your balls on your chest. No, it literally is. The difference between this is a candle. You have dumbass bitches that didn't light a fucking candle to study, that don't know the difference between frozen goods and what the fuck paying attention looks like. And you have learned bitches that know how the fuck the world works and they don't make it fucking worse every breath they take. So, honestly, I just think you need to, like, have an IQ test, which, again, isn't made to assess how smart someone is. Anyone that's gotten an IQ test, someone thought they couldn't fucking tie their own shoe and brush their teeth within the same 24-hour period. IQ tests are doled out to people depending on how much they're suspected to have need. Yeah, nope, just make people take one for this, too. You get below a fucking, let's call it 120, you just don't get to get groceries for me. Let's make it that. At least a 120. You know, I'm not asking you to fucking match me, but I'm asking you to at least fucking try.
Just need to know if this is a thing. So credit to this person said, finally had my first mail shopper on Instacart. I apologize for thinking I was overreacting, literally yelled at the phone. Let's go through the screenshots. So their personal shopper says, unfortunately, Kroger Deluxe Neapolitan ice cream tub isn't in stock. Would you like something else? She says, is there a Mayfield Neapolitan maybe? No. Any other options Neapolitan wise? And then he sends pictures. So all of the ice cream, all of the ice cream, all of the ice cream, just sent all of the ice cream in the store, I'm assuming. He says no, and then she sends a cropped version of one of the pictures he sent with the exact Neapolitan ice cream that she wanted, and he says, it's some other flavors, no, but not that one. And she says, it's right there, Mayfield, in the middle between the chocolate and mint chocolate chip.
It actually blows me that there are people roaming among us with this level of unawareness.
Among us! Oh, I mean, she said people roaming among us. I'm not gonna not say, among us! Oh, the sus bitch is in the vents now.
My biggest pet peeves ever actually is just people, they are terrible at the most basic things and they don't seem to have any desire to change it. It's one thing if you physically just cannot do the basic human necessities. I totally understand that.
Oh my god, this shopper is so sus. They ought to just go vent and get the fuck out of the store because no one fucking wants them. Holy shit.
But when you are a physically, mentally abled human being to be a member of society and you choose to just roam the earth with this level of aloofness, no care in the world, oh, it drives me crazy. Why are you a personal shopper if you can't shop? I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video.
Why be a personal shopper if you can't shop, she asks. Easy. Because money's hard. People are finding jobs harder to find. But I guess the other question I have is, how are you in the workforce to begin with if you can't fucking follow instructions to this depravingly critical and fucking insurmountably low fucking... I don't understand. What the fuck did you do before society went down the fucking toilet that allows you to fucking go and be so far off base, fuck up the whole fucking thing, and miss things that are clearly in front of you? What the I bet this person used to be middle management before this happened. That must be it. They were probably a middle manager. I'm gonna fucking not fuck it, chat. I'm saying it. This is middle management type shit. Like, it definitely is. Y'all, that's what happened here. The economy got worse. Someone lost their middle management gig, and then they ended up doing this. That's clearly what's happened here. I refuse to believe anything else. If I'm told I have to, I'm going to tell you that your mother will be called a whore in 7 seconds if I am not capitulated with, and we'll go from there.
Let me just say for the record, not all, not all, but too many. There's too many of you.
I've been hit by the male Instacart shopper epidemic. I saw that a man picked up my order. I was very disappointed, but I was like, let me not be judgmental. But the whole main reason I placed the order, I live in an apartment in New York and I cannot carry a case of water bottles up. Add a couple other things I need. While he's at the store, he marks the water as not available. So I message him. I'm like, can you get any water? I don't care the brand or anything. Like, that's the whole reason I order. He ignores me. So then he marks the order as done. And I message him. I'm like, hey, please, like, even if they don't have water there, can you go to any other store? I'll pay you extra, whatever you want. I just really need the water. Mind you, I put the highest tip because I was like, I know it's a pain to carry the water. He says no, and then just comes and drops my other stuff. Like, if you didn't want to carry it, why would you pick up my order? Now I have to go carry it myself, and I wasted money.
I think some people, at least when it comes to Instacart, again, I don't fully understand how it works from a personal shopper perspective, like an employee perspective. I think the reason why people get these Instacart shoppers who seem like they just don't even want to do it, I think they're just picking whoever. Maybe they're doing it based on tip, I don't know, but they're not really fully looking at the order, because the thing about being an Instacarter is that you can see exactly what people are requesting and what they're asking for, and you can pick up their request if you want. It's not forced on you. And so I don't think that they're looking. They're not thinking about the logistics of what the job actually entails. And once they are in the thick of it and they realize, I actually don't want to do this.
They're in the thick of it. Everybody knows, brother. I am running for my life in this game. Holy fucking shit. They don't there's a tower of fucking scorpions and they're trying to fuck my butthole.
Bringing water up 5 flights of stairs, yeah, I'm not doing that. And so they cop out. They get lazy. And again, because the order is in progress, they're getting paid. Instacart's already paying them. So at this point, they can do whatever. They could do the minimal amount of effort, and then they'll still get somewhat of a reward out of it. And it's really stupid. Like, a lot of these stories, honestly, could be avoided had people just looked at which order they were choosing when they were going through, figuring out which Instacart order they wanted to do. It's just, like I said, it's just a very avoidable situation, but they're not paying attention. Okay, I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, if that actually happens and all of your groceries are on the ground, splayed out blueberries touching grass, like, I want a lot of people to touch more grass, but your blueberries should not be the ones touching grass. Like, with love and respect, if your blueberries touch grass, I think you've had a critical failure in, I don't know, oxygen reaching your brain.
How this happened. So what? They went to the grocery store. I don't know. I guess they just decided to bring all of the groceries to their car, like in their arms, just cradling it all. And then once they showed up to the house, they just set it free. What even happened? I wish there was more context to this video. There might be. I don't know. I don't care enough to find it.
Everybody hates male personal shoppers. And this story right here, ain't gonna make it any better. He says, hey, carrot juice not available. She says, okay, please refund. He says, any change? She says, no. And crinkle cuts not available. He sends her the question marks.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna cut you off right there. Crinkle cut, consider that a blessing. Crinkle cut fries only taste good from Zaxby's. Anywhere else, it's a waste of time. They're doing you a favor.
Is there anything else? Like, do they have any other fries?
That is heresy. There are a lot of good crinkle cut fries. I don't even know what the fuck a Zaxby's is, but there are a lot of good crinkle cuts out there, and I will not take this heresy on my watch.
He says crinkle cut not available. She says, can you send me a picture of what's there? What fries are there? He sends her a picture of the juices, the proteins, the shakes. She says, I can't choose anything else if I don't know what's there. He sends her another picture of some more juices, and what do we see there? Carrot juice, the juice that he said he couldn't find. So she says, I already said you can refund carrot juice. You said the fries aren't available. What else is there? He says carrot juice also not available. And we're seeing carrot juice right there. He said, and crinkle cut fries not available.
This echo is not from me. They are literally echoing. Like, this is not my fault. This is not my doing. The echo is coming from them. The echo is coming from inside the house. The echo of the call, which is not a call, but the echo of the video, for which is a video, not a call, is coming from inside the house that is not a house, but their own video, which they're in their house making, so it actually is a house.
So he says to her, carrot juice also not available, crinkle cuts not available. She sends him a screenshot of the pictures that she sent before.
I can mute myself and test this.
Please refund. He says only this available only. And he sends her another picture of some more protein shakes and juices. And she says, sir, please. Oh my.
I muted my microphone and yelled, I'm not echoing. Y'all, it is so not me. I am just very fucking observant of this.
God. And he like, what? She says, what other fries are there? Fries, refund carrot juice, please. All I care about is the fries. Please refund carrot juice. He says, done. She says, please send pictures of fries. What options? He said, crispy crinkles available, done, okay. Vegetable juice, which one? And she's by this point, she like, he gotta be playing. Somebody playing a prank on me at this point in time.
Right, like, what is this? Is it like, this is like straight up rage bait. Oh my god, she has more patience than me.
Are these what happens to the people that Mr. Trump said couldn't speak English but were driving trucks that ICE was looking for?
She said, are you joking? He says both done, sends her a picture of the crinkle cut fries, which he said it didn't have, and of some lemonade, which...
Like, if this man is, like, got lemonade instead of fucking carrot juice while looking at carrot juice, said there's no crinkle cut fries, but now has the crinkle cut fries, and can't read the word refund. No, I'm sorry. This is clearly what happens to the people that can't read truck signs, that were fucking driving trucks that ICE is looking for right now. That is clearly what's going on. I refuse to accept anything else. I am being hyperbolic, that's true. I'm a little bit fucking off my fucking shit with this one, but I still think it's true.
She didn't ask for it at all. She says, please refund carrot juice, thank you. And he says vegetable juice not available. She says, sir, please stop asking about carrot juice and leave the store. Now, I mean, it's so much to unpack here. What is my man doing?
Just straight up not listening. It's almost as if this man is texting blind. Like I said, patience of a saint. Surely people have to be somewhat respectful or else they'll get banned, I guess. I know that's a thing, but I don't know if I would have it in me. And what is with these men saying that something's not in the store when they're clearly looking at the thing that's in the store? Open your eyes and read. Like, this is basic level critical thinking. I'm pretty sure Dora in Blue's Clues has an episode where they say, can you tell me where the rectangle is? And you point at the rectangle. Can you point to the circle? They even spell it out for you. And then you point at the circle and they're like, good job. They even pause and wait a second, give you time to think about it. That should be part of the Instacart screaming process. You have to watch an episode of Dora the Explorer and you have to successfully go through her episode-long adventure, including beating Swiper. You have to beat Swiper. If you can't beat Swiper, you can't shop for other people in the grocery store. All right, so this next...
Okay, so instead of me being a bitch and saying make IQ tests mandatory, give me a 120 or bust, I think Dora the Explorer is a much more appropriate bar to hold people to. Because as long as they can, like, identify shapes, colors, and basic words. But then again, it's not lost on me that even folks going to university that have been lacking on, like, good reading skills and don't know phonics are a fucking blight to, they just are unable to function in society in a way that better represents them and supports society. I'm gonna say it, fuck it, blight to society.
One is from Megan, and Megan was trying to get a whole pineapple from Instacart, and their personal shopper said, the store does not have the requested product, whole pineapple. Would you like a replacement? While sending a picture of a bunch of whole pineapples. And again, patience of a saint. Megan says, that's a whole pineapple. Can you pick a small one? Thank you. Do they think whole pineapple is like a different fruit? Like what? I don't understand.
All right, fellas. I can't...
He lives in a pineapple under the sea. Wait, but this man can't find a pineapple. Fuck!
Keep defending us, bro. I'm starting to see what the women are talking about when it comes to the male Instacart shoppers. Bro, I have in my cart the Eggo French toast sticks. The dude texts me, he says, yo, the Eggo French toast sticks are not available. I'ma just show y'all the footage. So as you can see, he says they have other sticks. The Eggos are not available. I'm thinking he's saying that they have the store brand French toast sticks available. So I'm like, cool, that's fine. Nothing could have prepared me for what comes next.
Oh, garlic breadsticks instead of French toast sticks? I mean, that is an upgrade, honestly. I got no complaints there. I like some good garlic bread here and there. So, I mean, fuck your Eggos. Where Lego my Eggo? Gladly, you can have that shit. I want to fucking have the garlic bread, please. I want to put my fucking little fucking plant-based provolone on your garlic bread and put it in my mouth. I would very much like that. That sounds a fucking Eggo fucking waffle. I used to make fucking asparagus fucking, like, bro, I would make an asparagus burrito for fucking breakfast for the longest. I was weird when I was a student still, but I had fun and it tastes nice.
I asked for French toast sticks, bro.
Breadsticks. Isn't this what happened in the very first video where she wanted, like, oh my god, what happened? I already forgot.
I'm out of French toast sticks. the store had the French toast sticks. Why would you sub it for mozzarella sticks?
So she got mozzarella sticks, and then he's just getting garlic bread sticks. They just hear sticks and they run with it. Next thing you know, they're gonna give you a stick off the ground. And you're like, well, that's what you asked for.
Your alternative that you trying to give me is garlic breadsticks? I'm not making spaghetti, then gonna ask, you want it?
Okay, I would not wait for spaghetti for the garlic breadstick. I would literally just start eating it like fucking frozen, thawed, baked. I'd just eat the breadstick, honestly. I have class, taste, and tact on the other hand, and I'm meanwhile defaming Eggos saying that they can go fuck themselves. This is just a personal take. I'm sure everyone has better taste than me and likes their little Eggo waffles, but I think that garlic bread sounds good. But then again, I also think that asparagus, like, fucking burrito sounds good. So I don't know what you want from me. I think it's fun to like mimic like fast food in the house made with love and care and then joke about it for hours. I think that's fun. I'm gonna make soup after stream. I think that's fun. Or I'm gonna make something else. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I'm still planning.
No, bro, I want French toast sticks. So even after that, I asked son, I was like, they don't have them in the breakfast section next to the waffles? Because you could tell that's not where he was. He was looking for French toast sticks where the other breadsticks are.
Those are just a few of many such cases, but I don't want to end it on a low note. Here's a video of somebody talking about a positive Instacart experience because their shopper was a woman.
I just had my first female Instacart driver. Totally new experience. Every item I wanted, I got. And if they didn't have that item, it genuinely seemed like they didn't have because the replacement suggested by her was actually good. So I wanted a 5-pound bag of pancake mix because it's cheaper than, you know, the boxes. Anyway, that wasn't available. So she asked if I wanted the same brand, smaller box. And I said yes. And when she arrived, she said, okay, so I got you 2 because I wasn't sure if you were going to be making a lot of pancakes or if you just wanted to buy in bulk. So I didn't want to get, 4 boxes, but I did get you 2 in case you're having people over. And you had Roma tomatoes, which I assume you just wanted the Romas because they're cheap because nobody actually likes Roma tomatoes, but they didn't look that good. And the beefsteak tomatoes, baby, they were on sale. So it was like the same price. But I only got you 2 of those because they're so much bigger than the Romas. So it was the same. It was the same.
Why is this person describing like what sounds like someone I'd love to go shopping with? I need to run this back. Got the fucking beefsteak tomatoes because the Romas didn't look good and the beefsteaks were on sale, able to equivocate ratio of fucking volume of tomato goop, and also fucking helps with planning. Oh my fucking chef's kiss, bro.
And when she arrived, she said, okay, so I got you 2 because I wasn't sure if you were going to be making a lot of pancakes or if you just wanted to buy in bulk. So I didn't want to get, 4 boxes, but I did get you 2 in case you're having people over. And you had Roma tomatoes, which I assume you just wanted the Romas because they're cheap because nobody actually likes Roma tomatoes, but they didn't look that good. And the beefsteak tomatoes, baby, they were on sale. So it was like the same price, but I only got you 2 of those because they're so much bigger than the Romas. So it was the same. It was the same. Amazing! If I had the money, I would have given her $1,000 tip. I swear. Like, men have weaponized incompetence for too long when it comes to grocery shopping for them to be Instacart shoppers. Oh, lady, you were wonderful.
Okay, wait, he's not wrong. A lot of dudes do weaponize incompetence, and it's gone on for so long that maybe we should just be sexist and tell men they can't go to fucking be shoppers at Instacart and shit. That's his take, not mine. I'm just fucking parroting it. And I'm trying really hard to find a reason that isn't just my recycled and constant, but prejudice is bad, to actually counter this, because that's all I've got. That's all I've got. I'm over here saying that humanity needs to fucking upgrade and get fucking better reading skills in general. So I think this is one that this person's just gonna have to slide on. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't really fight this. Like, I wish I could for y'all. Dudes, all men are high-value men in my book. But if you are a person, regardless of your parts, who tries to replace someone else's Eggo waffles with fucking garlic bread, I think maybe, just maybe, that the truck drivers that were fleeing ICE might have gone and filled that job. Also, there should be an IQ test associated with being a DoorDash shopper. Whatever the fuck it is. Instacart, fuck it, same difference.
That's a great segue into the next part is just trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Seriously, what is with these male Instacart shoppers? Why are they like this? They said it perfectly. Weaponized incompetence. I already have a whole video talking about weaponized incompetence. That's not the whole thing. That's not the whole reason, or at least my theory as to what's going on here, but that is part of it, weaponized incompetence. However, weaponized incompetence, it mainly only works when you're like in a domestic relationship, kind of. I feel like that's where it's like at its peak, so I don't think it's fully weaponized incompetence. I think a lot of it has to do with the patriarchy. I know, our favorite subject. We love talking about the patriarchy over here.
How does this have anything to do with, in quotes, the patriarchy? I don't fucking see it. I think it's just dumb bitches are dumb bitches, honestly. Sorry, I don't like calling people dumb, but if you start fucking with the food supply, I'm gonna call people dumb as fuck and tell them they don't fucking matter and their lives are forfeit and they should go shove off the fucking mortal coil. Figuratively or legally, a judge should conscript them to be fucking put off the mortal coil. That's what should happen. The judge should order it. I'm not trying to say it should happen, not trying to tell them what to do, but a judge should order it. I need a judge to swing a gavel and be like, and guilty. You're fucking subject to being kicked off the mortal coil. Enjoy. Why? Because you pissed off VegCom and you got the wrong you got the frozen food before you got the dried fucking beans. Clearly.
Mind if I talk about the gender roles and how it affects men and women and how it's not a good system for anybody because we're all trying to perform and be somebody that we're not? Yeah, no, you've all heard the phrase, women belong in the kitchen. You know what else?
Like, I have had, like, dumbass bitches, women try to fucking do fucking ignorant shit involving a kitchen too. My grandmother is peak fucking kitchen doesn't deserve to be there, bitch. So I will stand with the dudes on this long enough to say it's not just dudes that need to be barred from the kitchen or any part of it and probably should be left to go without food till they are nothing but skin, bones, and withering away into the fucking sunset, not a fucking lick of consideration, compassion, or care given to them. No, I'm saying it's dumb bitches in general. And I don't think that that needs to happen to dumb bitches. I'm not advocating for it. I'm not trying to be, I'm being hyperbolic. It's fine. But, you know, generally, though, let's be quite real. If it happened, would anyone really fucking be that sad outside of me who's actually gonna feel bad about it later? Probably not. I'd feel bad about it after like 10 seconds of like seeing them be like, oh, I'm hungry. I'd fucking break and feed people. But at the moment when I'm a little bit heated, yeah, no, maybe they should be allowed to fucking not eat and just fucking wither away and not be a problem anymore. Yeah, no, until the fucking groceries stop getting accosted by absolute fucking nincompoop moron cockbagging little fucking shit dick motherfuckers. Maybe after that's done happening, maybe when this video's over, remorse will hit me so hard that I'll just start crying. But currently, it looks like people are fucking up the groceries, and don't waste food, and don't be the reason food's wasted, and don't be the person that wastes money or food. Like, honestly, y'all, that is fucking too much. Like, have couth and compunction. Be worth something in this world. Be worth the breath that you draw at the very fucking least. It's not the fucking hardest thing to fucking do. It is really fucking not. If you fucking open your fucking mouth, take in oxygen, and you spew out carbon and the fucking net worth of your existence is lower than that of the fucking detriment you've done already, maybe you should go fuck yourself. Possibly. But I'll probably feel bad about it in 10 minutes. But we're not there yet.
Else is in the kitchen, the refrigerator full of ingredients to make the food that the women are supposed to be preparing while they're in the kitchen. So women, typically, they're in charge of the grocery shopping, or at least they're really good at doing the grocery shopping. They pay more attention, or they have to, because of, again, the patriarchy. They have developed the skill of grocery shopping, picking out what they need, what they don't need, understanding the difference between buying in bulk, not buying in bulk, knowing
Now, again, I will stand on this. Personally, I would prefer garlic bread to Eggo waffles, but if someone did make that much of a mistake, I think they should have their toes cut off. I mean, let's just go back to the old world punishment system and just cut off fucking hands and fingers when it starts happening, because they're basically stealing. So, I mean, may as well go back to the old world with it. If they're gonna not read, if they're gonna have the reading fucking tact and acumen of a fucking adult or child in the year fucking 17 something, then maybe they should just start having the same punishment. Well, you stole, so now you lose a fucking hand. Maybe then we can fix the grocery problem. Start cutting off hands, be a little draconian with it.
The difference between brands, they are shopping and consuming responsibly and as smart as humanly possible, because a lot of the times they're trying to do it on a budget, because usually they're feeding a family. They're trying to get the bang for their buck. Women have developed that skill of sort of sniffing out the best deals when it comes to grocery shopping, understanding the needs of the home, what they actually have at the house, what they don't.
Motherfucker who brought me fucking whole milk fucking yogurt with my fucking ass can't even fucking is like so lucky they picked the nice vegan bitch to do that too, because I will let it go in all of 10 minutes and be like, oh, well, I can't eat it, and try to pawn it off on somebody, fail, and just feel like I'm the asshole for wasting food. They're so lucky they fucked with me and not somebody else, because honestly, they probably should have got their toes cutting off. Cut off, cutting off, not cutting off, cut off. There we go. Get betoed. Instead of beheaded, get betoaded.
Don't have the house. If they're running out of things, they're taking note of that, because they're usually the ones preparing the ingredients or interacting with the ingredients. They pay attention because they're around it more often. Women are prepared for this, or at least they have to learn it. Men do not.
Okay, so World's entire little description here is entirely dependent on like a nuclear family running in a very like expectable, in a very shallow lens way. Like, I know a lot of families where the dude's the one who fucking cooks. Like, it is generally it is your fucking job to be involved with the household in its totality. You do not get to be lazy. It does not matter what the fuck someone's parts are. It does not matter who you fuck or who you are fucked by. It purely sits on, are you a lazy little fucking bitch that draws fucking air in and gives us a net fucking loss? It is not that complicated. You can do this and have titties. You can do this and have a dick. If you are a net loss to society by the time you exhale, that is a you problem. It does not have to do with your parts. It literally is just you choosing to be a fucking shitbag, which I don't know anyone who does, regardless of their bits and bobs. Thank fuck, because I don't have to fucking like go down to the sheriff's office and attest to a litany of fucking homicides. Not that I would ever do such a thing, but I mean, if I knew people that pulled this shit, I might fucking at least like preemptively go there and say, Sheriff, I'm afraid I might fucking ice this bitch. And they'll be like, why? Well, they told me they're gonna start shopping on this app and they said they're gonna get ice cream first and think it's fine. I'll just be like, Sheriff, I'm turning myself in early. I'm not doing it. Nope, I care about society so much, I'll turn myself in before it happens. See, I'm a good gal. I work hard. I care about people. I want the best for everyone. So clearly, I do the right thing. Preemptively turn myself in. Spare them. Lovingly. Maybe.
They don't really have to. That was never their job. The fact that there are male Instacart shoppers, it just blows my mind. It's like, you know you're not good at grocery shopping. Why are you doing Instacart? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. A lot of the reasons why these people are having such bad experiences with these Instacart shoppers is because they lack patience and they're just lazy, right? Again, notice all of the people, they'll show up in the ice cream aisle. You're looking for Neapolitan ice cream. You want Neapolitan ice cream. They're in the ice cream aisle. Because there's not a big sign saying Neapolitan ice cream right here, they take a quick glance, and since they don't see it initially, like the second that they show up, they just assume it's not there. I'm here and it didn't just magically leap out of the freezer and into my hands, therefore it just must not be here. It's a terrible mindset to have, especially with a job that requires you to have attention to detail. This is not a brain off activity unless you like grocery shopping, I guess. I personally treat grocery shopping.
I love grocery shopping. I really do love it. So I could go brain off in the store because I know how to like face, like I can face a store brain off. It doesn't like I can count change and give appropriate fucking change brain off. I can fucking like face a whole fucking store brain off. I can dust a store, do dishes, like do laundry in a store. Bro, I used to do laundry laundry at my gas station. Like, not my laundry, of course. I'd do it for the fucking other staff members. I'd just roll up, like, shortest shift in the fucking bunch. Roll up, put my headphones in behind my hair so no one could see, very quiet, one little headphone, and I would just fucking get to it. I'd do all the laundry that I could get my hands on. I'd vacuum and sweep. I'd start refacing things. I would dust everywhere, and, like, you know, customer came through, I was just there, right the fuck away. No, it is the most brain off task for me. I'm a bad bitch, by the way. Did I mention that I'm a bad bitch? Because I'm a fucking bad bitch. May as well call me Babbage.
Scavenger hunt. It's kind of fun for me. You have to gamify it a little bit in order for it to be interesting. But anyway, they're just lazy. They'll be in the section, or better yet, they won't even be in the right section. They'll be in the section that they think it's in. They're thinking, oh, well, it's not here. Sure, I'm not in the right section, and I have no idea what section it actually is in, but since I decided to come to this section and it's not here, it's not in the store. And also, another part of this, I think, is just a lack of consideration in general. Think back to the very first video with the 2-part series. I'm calling it a series, like it was some big long...
I'm literally just trying to unlock Athena. I'll probably be off at the top of the hour at the latest. I need to go, like, scuttle off and make something to nom nom on in my kitchen, where I'm gonna do my best to keep inventory of my kitchen's contents, like a good gal that deserves a head pat.
Thing. Anyway, but with that 2-part video, in how the male Instacart shopper, they got the ice cream and their frozen foods first, despite the order being very long, like over 69 items. And so the fact that they got the frozen food and the meats first, that's a lack of consideration. They're not factoring in the fact that when frozen food is outside of the freezer, it's going to melt. But they're not thinking about that. They're thinking, it's on the list, I got it off the list, that's all I need to worry about, that's the bare minimum, that's exactly what I needed to do. I don't understand the issue, I'm doing exactly what you told me to do. I thought about making a video about this before, but it just didn't really tickle my fancy at the time. But malicious compliance. When you're doing the job technically, you're doing the task technically, but you're not doing it to the best of your ability for some reason. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, it feels like it works better when it's within like a domestic relationship. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people do weaponized incompetence, malicious compliance. They do it so that way the people who are asking them to do things don't ask them to do it anymore. Right? But when it's Instacart, that's your job. The only person who's really getting punished here is the person paying for the service. Like, they're just getting the short end of the stick.
Oh no, you complain enough. It's not just the person getting the service that's the one getting punished. No, you complain when this happens. You do not let this slide like I did. You just, like, well, I mean, I felt bad because, like, they at least tried to get the non-flavored, non-sweetened yogurt. They just got the one that wasn't coconut milk.
But there's still going to be plenty of other people who are going to use Instacart. Your Instacart's not going to just make your workload lighter, right? Because again, you're picking out the orders. But it's just like, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't even understand why you're doing this in this context. Not saying that malicious compliance and weaponized incompetence should be used at all. I'm just saying, I think that it's at its maximum efficiency when it's actually within a relationship that you can actually control. Whereas Instacart, it's very malleable to a degree, and you get different people every time, you get different orders. The job itself isn't going to change or get easier because you decided to do a bad job. If anything, it might just get fired. It seems like these shoppers aren't really getting punished outside of just getting flamed on TikTok, but whatever. And yeah, not only is it lack of consideration, but also it's just no care for details at all. They're not paying attention, they're not reading. They'll see the brand that you're asking for, but they're not going to care about the flavor.
They don't see the brand, they look at the brand. They don't see the brand that you're trying to get, they look at the brand you're trying to get. And they see a fucking wall of random glyphs that make no actual sense unto them. And for some reason they consider seeing a wall of glyphs to be a reason to stop. I see a wall of glyphs and I'm gonna learn how to fucking comprehend those fucking glyphs. Then again, I was raised right. Thank you, mother. I miss you.
They'll be in the aisle where your thing could be, but they're not reading to make sure that the flavor of ice cream that you want is actually there, and so they just assume it's not there. They're not paying attention. They kind of have this close enough mindset where it's like, oh well, this isn't exactly what you asked for, but it's close enough, right? Except their version of close enough isn't actually close enough. it's like way left field. It's like kind of like doing word association, where it's like, well, if you sit down and really think about it, you can kind of understand how we got from point A to point B, but it's still ridiculous and totally not what you asked for. But yeah, all in all, this is really dumb. Male Instacart shoppers, I'm gonna need you guys to kind of just like pull yourselves up by the bootstraps and figure your shit out, because I don't know what the hell's going on with you guys, but this is getting ridiculous. And again, not all men. Who cares? Like, actually, who cares? So yeah, if you've ever had a male Instacart shopper, or maybe you'll use Instacart in the future and you get a guy, just be prepared to be glued to your phone for the next hour or so, depending on how long it takes for them to do your transaction, because you're gonna need to.
There's other platforms too, it's not just Instacart.
Guide them. I think a lot of men, it's not just a specifically grocery store thing, I've noticed this with like just different types of stores in general, where if it's not Home Depot for some goddamn reason, and they're forced to go to the store and get things, but they don't really know what they're looking for because their wife sent them or something, a lot of the times they will recruit a random employee in the store to basically just shop for them. Now, is that what they're getting paid for? Some could argue that. I just don't think it's cute, especially for people who swear up and down that they're leaders. It's like, are you? You can't even find the cereal on your own without having some sort of weird like mental block. I think men should be socialized a little bit more to kind of
Is this just like a me thing? Most dudes I know aren't leaders. They follow what the fuck I tell them to do. I just gift wrap it and I tell them what the fuck to do and they do it and then we succeed. What the fuck? Lazy?
just like do these kind of things themselves, because in a way, grocery shopping is kind of like hunting and gathering. Isn't that kind of what you're supposed to do? Everyone loves to talk about like, instincts, it's in my nature, this and that and the third. It's okay, well, you know, if you want to talk about animal instincts and urges and this and that and the third, oh, you can't help yourself, you can't control yourself. Men typically were the ones that would hunt. Grocery shopping is kind of the same thing, and yet you can't do that. Hunting requires senseless violence. Grocery shopping does not. Grocery shopping requires...
Hunting doesn't require senseless violence. It requires planning, preparation, object avoidance, awareness of a situation, and the ability to isolate and acquire targets at a varying amount of distances to prioritize. No, prioritization, target acquisition, target identification. No, it's a lot of different moving parts. No, hunting isn't just senseless violence. It's a lot of separate skills that get rolled into it. All the skills that should be evoked doing grocery shopping as well. So, WURLD trying to defer to this to like excuse or rather fucking shit on some dudes more isn't really fucking getting it for me, because like, nah, hunting's a lot of separate little tasks you gotta do. Like, I don't even like, I'm a fucking dumb vegan bitch. Even I know the importance of how and why you gotta fish. The fuck are we talking about?
Requires an attention to detail and having an ounce of consideration in any aspect of the shopping itself. So I think grocery shopping is a little bit too logical in comparison to hunting. So maybe not the best comparison, but also I stick by it and I've never been wrong a day in my life. And if you argue against me, I will have no choice but to block you and then cry myself to sleep tonight. Anyway, I don't describe to the whole gender crap. I actually got rid of my pronouns ages ago. So I actually go by nothing. Do not perceive me and do not address me directly. I don't exist. I don't know if I'll have another video out before the end of the year. So if this is the last time I see you before 2026, it has been an honor being here with you in 2025. It's been a very weird year. Not a terrible one. Well, hasn't been great. But for me personally, because this is the All About Me show, where I talk about my 3 favorite people, me, myself, and I've done pretty good for myself, I think. I was going through my Pinterest board, because I have a Pinterest board for 2025, and I got like a good amount of like my vision board done this year, and I didn't even notice. Didn't really think I did that much this year, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, I've done a lot. I've traveled, got a new job. I've been trying to prioritize my friends more, because I was like really, really scared, like post-grad, that I'd never see my friends again. And so I've been trying to see my friends more often post-grad, and I have, and it's been great. I got to meet freaking John DiMaggio, bro. I saw 21 Pilots. I watched a lot of BoJack Horseman. That's no surprise. That's every year. But I've done good.
I was kind of jealous of World getting to see 21 Pilots. That part kind of kills. Alright, that's pretty dope. And yeah, no, fucking not believing in the whole like fucking weird fucking gendered weird shit. Like, yeah, no, it makes sense that World doesn't, because that hit so fucking awkward. It was like watching somebody fucking bomb on a set and still keep trying. Which, again, you know, props for the effort, but like, holy shit, was that a bomb.
Didn't get everything, but I've got a good amount. I got the ones that I cared about the most. Had a good year. I hope you've had a good year. And if I do manage to sneak in one last video before the end of the year, then this whole little speech would be embarrassing. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I don't really care. All the links to my social medias are down in the description. I have a book club on Fable. We are currently reading Martyr. I finished Martyr. I really liked it. I gave it like 4.5 stars. Amazing. So many great quotes. Thank you.
Ooh, I used to have a book club too. They're very fun. If y'all ever get the chance, start a book club. Don't even join one. Just start one. It's so good. It's such fun. And you know what? Then you'll find yourself telling people what to do.
I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Crazy. How'd you know that? Myself up.
Why are you talking?
Ooh, I know it's
I lost a lot of members of my book club reading Machiavelli's The Prince because everyone that took it as anything other than really shitty satire got clowned on a lot, and I kind of refused to stop. But I think they had it coming, and I kept on, and I just thought that it was important to tell those lovely stoners that they were being dumb as piss, and I thought they were being ignorant little bitches. And to why the fuck would they take this as a fucking bar for bar of how to behave in the world to accomplish anything? And I'm gonna stick by that. Also, I'm getting off stream for the night because I want to go make food in a little bit. I have some Docker shit to do. Really quick, I have free IPA running in Docker right now. That's been really cozy. Do y'all want to see before I get offline? I'm gonna keep talking the whole fucking time. I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. So here is free IPA. Where the fuck is my mouse? There's my mouse. What's on my screen? Is there a passphrase on my screen? It really doesn't matter. So here is free IPA, right? Docker compose PS. Right? So there's a little Docker PS. That's not just compose PS, that's Docker PS. Point being, there's a little free IPA server running in Docker right now. It's very cozy. I'm naming it Shelly. Its name is now Shelly. It has a configuration container which gives it the free IPA install options file. Generate that from environmental variables. Save that in an INF file. Don't have to write anything weird to disk. Keep it all just fucking resident in I don't have to see it land. Good place to put it. Would do it every time. Anyways, thank you all so much. I do have traffic in SoCat running to provide remote fucking Docker to my other computer too. I wish you all a lovely one. If you do SSH for it, then you can't fucking do build jobs over it. So I had to do HTTP. So thank you, or I had to do TLS. So thank you all for your time. I'm wishing you all the absolute best as per fucking usual. I'm gonna go and do silly shit and go talk to lovely folks about some nice holiday shit off stream and then go make food and also fuck with Docker. And you can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. Thank you for letting me watch cool shit. The timestamps will be in within a few fuckballs minutes, not instantly, because I have to put words by these timestamps. But I'll get on that when I get on that. So again, adore y'all. Wishing you the absolute best. Don't go get the fucking ice cream first. I'm gonna eat ice cream after stream. Don't get the ice cream before you get the dried beans. And be well out there, you beautiful motherfuckers. Merry fucking Christmas and, you know, take care. Happy fucking early fucking New Year. Merry fucking Christmas. May Mother Mary come down and slap the piss out of me today. Night.